Good evening, Bulldog fans. I am Bobby Langbartels alongside with my partner in the booth,
Greg Ingraham.
And it is Friday night in Jefferson, Texas, and that means Jefferson Bulldog football. And Greg, it's also homecoming tonight, so here in just a few seconds, when all the festivities get started, we're looking across the field at the court over there. When all that gets started, we're going to cut away from us and let the viewers at home witness the whole homecoming festivities and listen to see who all the winners are as well.
Right, all those special events that surround homecoming.
And tonight, the Jefferson Bulldogs are going to host the White Oak Roughnecks. Now, White Oak's been having a tough time, Greg. They are winless so far.
Right.
But, you know, you never want to take anybody lightly in this game, especially on a Friday night in Texas high school football.
No, you can't. You may be, well, in Jefferson's case, we're the defending district champions, and everybody wants to knock you off.
That's right. And, you know, Bulldogs are coming off a big win 2 weeks ago in Rusk against the Centerville Tigers. Off last week, so they had a rest week and coming in to start district play. So Coach Jefferson is looking to kick this season off right in district and get us a win here on homecoming. And let's see, we are just about ready to start the homecoming. So we're going to break away from us. We're going to be back in a few minutes. But Mr. J. Patrick's going to cut, and we're going to let you listen in to what's going on in the field.
Have your attention, please. Welcome to Jefferson High School's 2023 homecoming festivities. Tonight we will recognize our 3 underclass duchesses, as well as introducing our 3 senior queen candidates before crowning the new 2023 homecoming queen. Let's begin the evening with freshman duchess Garen Peterson. Garen is the daughter of Natasha McCoy and Ronnie Peterson Sr., and the granddaughter of Francis and Bobby McCoy and Sandy Peterson. She is escorted by her classmate, Travis Gray Jr. Travis is the son of Carrie Schwartz and Travis Gray Sr. Garen has been a GT student for 4 years, has recognitions in oratorical competitions, and has participated in the sister boxing for 2 years. Her future plans include attending the University of Oregon to become a forensic scientist. This is your freshman duchess, Garen Peterson. Next, we have sophomore duchess, Zoe Hitchcock. Zoe is the daughter of Amy and James Hitchcock and granddaughter of Cecil and Terry Moore and Royce and Beverly Hitchcock. She is escorted tonight by her lifting brother, Bryce Clark. Bryce is the son of Jessica and Chris Clark. Zoe is a member of the varsity powerlifting team and was a regional qualifier for the 2022 and 23 season. She is a founding member of the Beast Texas Mafia powerlifting team, coached by Michael P. Brown. She competes year-round in the Raw Iron Powerlifting League, where she has earned multiple state records for her age and weight class. Zoe is also a member of HOSA and the Travel Club. This summer, she traveled abroad to Europe and visited 5 countries, including France, Germany, and the Swiss Alps. After graduation, Zoe aspires to attend Texas A&M University and double major in applied kinesiology and physical therapy. She plans to open a state-of-the-art sports therapy and strength training facility that focuses on health and fitness while providing therapeutic medical services. This is your sophomore Duchess, Zoe Hitchcock. Now let's move on to our junior Duchess, Jaden Jenkins. Jaden is the daughter of Kristen and Jeff Thomas and the granddaughter of Rick and Karen Jenkins. Jean and Trinae Jenkins, Christy and Jerry Thomas, Kay and Don Rudisill. She's escorted tonight by classmate Braden Grunden. He is the son of Whitney Wilson. Jaden has been actively involved in cheerleading and softball for the last 3 years and takes dual credit courses along with her high school classes. Her plans after graduation are to attend the University of Texas at Tyler and obtain her BSN in nursing. This is your junior Duchess, Jaden Jenkins. Now we will begin the introduction of our Queen candidates. First, we have Akila Rashir. Akila is the daughter of Yatarsha and Oliver and Kevin Brashear, and the granddaughter of Willie Mae Davison and Prentice Smith. She is escorted tonight by her brother Cameron Williams, son of Nikki Williams and Kevin Brashear. Akila is the vice president of the senior class and the vice president of the Student Council organization as well. She is a member of the National Honor Society and HOSA. She's undecided where she plans to attend college, but she will major in psychology and just wants to be successful. This is our Queen candidate, Akila Brashear. Next we have Kristen Thomas. Kristen is the daughter of Melissa and Chris Thomas. She's escorted tonight by Judson Carter, and he is the son of Zen and Preston Campbell. Kristen participates in volleyball and basketball. She's a member of the National Honor Society, HOSA, and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. She's undecided which college she plans to attend, but she aspires to become a physical therapist. Again, Queen candidate, Kristen Thomas. Our third and final Queen candidate is Janaya Ventimiglia. Janaya is the daughter of Tanika Ventimiglia and Paul Ventimiglia, and the granddaughter of Lorraine Polk. She's escorted tonight by Anthony Flanari, son of Kara Allen. Janaya participates in volleyball and takes kinesiology classes. She is also an active member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Her plans are to attend Prairie View A&M and major in chemistry. Queen candidate, Janaya Ventimiglia. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take the time and give all these young ladies and gentlemen another round of applause. And remind them that they look stunning and beautiful tonight. And good luck to all of our ladies. Now, if you take your eyes to the 50-yard line, we have Rashay Williams. She was Homecoming Queen 2022, and will have the honor of crowning our new queen tonight. She is the daughter of Monique Jackson. She currently attends Stephen F. Austin State University and is majoring in pre-veterinary medicine. Assistant Rashay is our attendants, Jordan Marie Randolph, and Augustus Hitchcock. Jordan is the daughter of Stephen and Misty Randolph and granddaughter of Sissy and Ronald Malden. Janice Randolph and James and Rosemary Long. Augustus is the son of Bruce and Amber Hitchcock and grandson of Kay and Larry Grubbs and Beverly and Royce Hitchcock. And now, Rashay, if you are ready, let's see who will be crowned your new 2023 Homecoming Queen. And I do have the envelope. Your homecoming queen for 2023 is Janaya Victoria. Your 2023 homecoming queen. Let's give her a great big round of applause. Once again, Bulldog fans, let's give a great big round of applause to all the participants in the 2023 Homecoming. May I have your attention, please, for this public service announcement from the Jefferson Independent School District Superintendent, Mr. Michael Walker. We'd like to welcome everyone here tonight for tonight's competition between the White Oak and your Jefferson Bulldogs.
And welcome back, Bulldog fans. I'm Bobby Lang-Bartels alongside of Greg Ingraham. We're going to be broadcasting tonight's game for you. The Jefferson Bulldogs hosting the White Oak Roughnecks, and we are at Fred Lockett Stadium, Jerry Bennett Field. Greg, real quick, why don't you hit that announcement before we get going?
The Jefferson PTO invites you to their fun-filled Fall Festival on Saturday, October 21st from 5 to 8 p.m. at W.F. Lockett Stadium. Wear your family-friendly costume as you play games, win prizes, enjoy the petting zoo, bounce houses, and so many more activities. Admission is $5 per person at the entrance. Children 2 and under are free. Bring the whole family out for a spooktacular time.
Thank you, Greg. And we're going to run down our sponsors for tonight's game. Brown Rig Insurance, Riverside Bank of Jefferson, Edward Jones Investments, that's Mr. Joey Romano, Maximize Eye Care, Bulldog Bail Bonds, Patterson Pest Patrol, Johnson Collision, Porta John, and Laura Allen Photography. Greg, I want to take a minute here. You know, we always call the names of those guys who are scoring the touchdowns, throwing the touchdown passes. But there's a group of guys on the other side of the ball that the past 2 games have held our opponents scoreless.
Right.
And those are some big guys up front. Let's mention a few of these guys. So far on the year, these are their solo tackles on defense. Coben Tomlinson, number 7, 26 solo tackles. Judson Moose Carter, 30 solo tackles. Daniel Smith with 17 solo tackles. Joshua Biddle, 27 solo tackles. Keyshawn Whitaker, 18 solo. And Xavier Pryor, 16 totals. Daniel Smith comes in with 3 interceptions. He's had a fumble recovery as well. So those guys on the defense have been putting up some big numbers and making some good stops
They've
as well.
been acting like a brick wall.
And you know, the old saying, what wins championships, Greg?
Defense.
Defense is going to win you a championship. And right now the Bulldog defense has stepped up and been doing a really good job. And getting back to the other side of the ball on offense, this group of receivers may be the best group I've seen in a while. I'm going to mention a couple names here. You got Chris Love.
Right.
Travis Gray Jr. The one that's really impressed me, number 24, Jermaine Hopkins Jr. He always sees a way to get open for some reason. Tomias Taylor, he's got that little maneuver where he'll start scrambling around and you think he's going to run.
Yes.
Draws that cornerback up to him, and one of these guys is just going to be sitting over there on the sideline waiting for that pass, and he just dumps it over that cornerback.
That aborted game against DeKalb.
Yes, sir.
He ran to the right, drew the defense to him, and tossed the ball out to Chris Love, who took it all the way for an 85 or so yard touchdown.
Yeah, so a lot of weapons on the offensive side of the ball, but you know, I wanted to mention that defense because the past couple of games they've been really strong and not allowing a whole lot of yards.
Right, especially the Hughes Springs game.
Yeah.
Less than 50 yards total offense for the game.
So tonight is homecoming. Jefferson is hosting the White Oak Roughnecks, coming in winless. But like we said before, this is high school football. Anything can happen, and you don't want to take somebody lightly. So the Bulldogs are going to have to stay focused on defense, and keep that Roughneck offense off the field so we can have a lot of fireworks from this Jefferson offense.
That's right.
And we're going to take a few minutes. We're going to get into this pregame show. We got a lot of good stuff coming up. Good game expected tonight. We got good weather. It's going to cool off here shortly.
Right.
So
already in the 70s, and the temperature is going to drop really nice.
It's going to be a good night for high school football. Mr. J. Patrick, take us into that pregame show.
I'm Madeline Quinn with Bulldog TV, and this is your weekly pregame segment, Questions with Coach. Today, I'm here with Coach Antoine Jefferson. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning. Great to be on. Exciting week,
Yes.
Homecoming week for the Jefferson Bulldogs. You know, we're just excited about, you know, first leg of our season, as we called it, to get the non-district games behind us, and for us to grow the way we have those first 5 games, and to have a good open week, and now you get ready for homecoming. So pretty exciting.
Okay, so to start off, we're going to go over our game stats from 2 weeks ago, because last week was our bye week. So going over some stats, we beat Centerville 41-0. On top of the shutout, defense only gave up 200 yards. Coben Thomason had 16 tackles, and Daniel Smith had an interception and a fumble recovery, along with 11 tackles. The offense gained over 450 yards and 279 on the ground, with 174 in the air. The leading rusher was Cameron Williams, and the leading receiver was Jermaine Hopkins. That's all our stats that we got. That's a lot.
That is a lot, and you know, as we think about that game, to you know, when you're trying to find 5 non-district games, that 5th game is really tough.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we're thankful to the people at Centerville. You know, we're almost 4 hours apart. Then very thankful to the people at Russ ISD to be able to host us, for us to meet, you know, close to halfway, and that they were very gracious hosts. So very thankful
And their
for that.
facilities are nice.
Very nice, and it's kind of a little bit more intimate than ours. People kind of right on top of you, so it's pretty fun. You know, and we told our kids all week, you know, we're gonna treat it like a playoff game. You know, to have opportunity to leave a little bit earlier, and to, you know, travel together, and to meet an opponent that we really don't know much about. You know, so it was a fun atmosphere.
Okay, so obviously we had a really big win against Centerville. So who were the Bulldogs of the week from that big win?
First start with number 7, Coben Tomlinson, freshman linebacker. He's playing really, really well, averaging over 10 tackles a game. You know, he's not only smart, but he's physical, and he just continued to get better. You know, we can play him at any of the 3 linebacker positions, so very proud of him. You know, then number 5, Cameron Williams. You know, he's a kid that he's had several years of solid play. Even this year, he's continued to get better, and it's great to know that he don't rest on what he did the year before, or the week before. He really come out each and every game trying to establish that he's going to be a dominant player. You know, so very, very proud of him. And now he's rushed for over 800 yards. You know, so very proud of him. And then Bryce Clark. You know, our senior captain, number 54, you know, he started both ways, offensive line and defensive line. Really did a good job of just establishing that we're going to be able to control the line of scrimmage. And that's something we look back a year ago, a place that they really dominated was in the line. But Bryce was determined that, you know, we're going to dominate the line of scrimmage, coach. And that all started with him. So proud of him for that. You know, and then number 15, Daniel Smith. You know, in most of the game, they played with one wide receiver, and Daniel Smith was covering that one guy most of the night, and had a very solid game, like you said, had an interception, and did a great job in coverage. You know, he not only can cover, but he's physical, and he's a junior. He's just only going to continue to get better as well.
Okay. How do you think a win like what we had prepares us before district?
Well, you know, we kind of talked about before the game. You know, we want to finish the non-district the way we started, and then it turns out we won game 1, 41-0, game 5, 41-0. So it just kind of worked out that way, and you know, for our kids to just to come out and to play the way they did and understand what was at stake. We needed to play well in the line of scrimmage on both sides, and our kids really did a good job of that, and that just kind of propelled us into that open week where everybody was excited. Because if you lose that game,
you're down in the dumps.
It could be a long time before you play again. But by playing the way we did, you know, the kids were really excited going into the open week, and we had some of our best practices during the open week, so very fun.
Okay, so obviously we kind of touched it a little bit, but what are the pros and the cons of having a bye week right before district?
Well, the pros are you get a chance to evaluate yourself, you know, and it's a little bit less painful when you look at your weaknesses when you win. You know what I'm saying? So you're going back and just checking what you've done, trying to see if there's some tendencies that other people can pick up on, you know, some things you might want to do different. And then when you finish the way we did, it's hard to find any cons. You know, if you ask any of our kids, they were excited. Even the kids that were kind of nicked and bruised, they all began to get a little bit well, where they feel a little bit better.
They got time to relax.
Yes. And we're just excited our senior leadership has done a good job of, even during the open week, we practiced the way we were getting ready to play. You know, we still brought them in the early mornings and lifted weights, and kids did a good job at that. And the practices were very competitive, and hey, it put us to where we are now as we get ready to head into the district.
Okay. Speaking of district, you think the Dogs are on pace and ready to make a run?
No doubt we're on pace. You know, we felt like coming into the season, we had 4 of our 5 offensive linemen returning. You know, so we wanted to be able to depend on those guys and kind of build from there. And those guys have really done a great job. You know, we had Cameron Williams returning and Chris Love at receiver. So we felt like offensively that we had a chance to be pretty good just because those linemen and those 2 skilled guys. And then defensively, we only returned 3 guys. And, you know, more than half of the defense played JV football last year. You know, and that's how important that JV experience is, to be able to go out and just have an opportunity to play, regardless of what level it is. You know, so just to watch how our guys have grown. You know, our freshmen that are playing, they're not freshmen anymore at this point. You know, they're beginning to play like sophomores already. And then our juniors are beginning to look like seniors because of the leadership from the seniors. But
they're
just
like
proud of
their
them.
feet wet.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and our seniors do a good job of just kind of just spreading responsibility. They bring people on, and they do a good job of treating everyone in the locker room like they're veterans.
That's good though.
Yeah, you can't tell the difference when you walk in our locker room until you look at their faces. And you see
I mean, everybody's got to have experience at one point. It's better to start them young.
Yes, and now we've had opportunity to really build on that, and now we got some consistent playmakers offensively and defensively.
I agree. Okay, finally, we're playing White Oak this week. So, you have the scouting report for us?
Yes. White Oak is, offensively, they're really balanced. You know, their quarterback is a really good player. He does a good job in their RPO system. You know, kind of he'll read the overhang player, see if they're going to squeeze and take the dive. You know, if not, he'll pull and run or he'll pull and pass. You know, so our guys going to play a disciplined type of game, especially on defense. Just because of what they do, it's more like a spread option type of offense. You know, and then defensively, you know, their attacking style, they settle in an odd front, but they may bring up to 6 people at one time. You know, and it's nothing new for our guys. They're used to seeing it. You know, so everybody done threw just about everything at us at this point, you know, through 5 games. So our kids are up for the challenge.
Okay. Well, with all that being said, I think that concludes this week's Question with Coach. You got anything else to add, Coach?
Come to homecoming. It's going to be fun. There's a lot of classes that are tailgating. You know, so get out there and come to the game if you can. If you're not capable,
socialize and have fun.
Watch it.
Okay. Well, thank you, everybody, and we will see y'all next week. Bulldogs of the Week. Your Jefferson Bulldogs of the Week this last week were Cameron Williams, number 5. Coben Tomlinson, number 7. Daniel Smith, number 15. And not shown, Bryce Clark. What you hear. Don't be fooled. Not all insurance policies are created equal. Purchase a cut rate policy online now and you may be in for an unpleasant surprise later. As an independent agent, I can offer benefits you can't get from any website. Expert advice and counseling, personal services, and a choice of coverage from quality carriers like Central Insurance. Contact us at Brown Rig Insurance Agency so we can bring more value to your coverage. Call 903-938-8888. Or find us online, www.brownrigins.com. Hey, did you see that touchdown? No, I guess I missed it. I really need to go get my eyes checked. I just don't know where to go. Go see Dr. Sheila Lane Bartels at Maxim Eyes. Their staff has the best customer service in East Texas. You walk in and see a bunch of friendly faces and the wide variety of frames they have, ranging from women's, men's, kids, and even designer frameware. They have everything you need. Plus, they have contacts and sunglasses. You will be seeing every touchdown after you see her. Call and make your eye appointment now with Dr. Sheila at 903-665-2020. Located at 108 North Walnut, Jefferson, Texas.
Have you made a mistake and had a penalty flag thrown on you in a game of life? If so, call the guys at Bulldog Bail Bonds. We are locally owned and you get fast service. Credit is available. Call Ken and John at 903-665-1123 or at 800-317-1123. Available 24 hours daily. Bulldog Bail Bonds is a proud supporter of Jefferson Bulldog football. We will be there to help every time that penalty flag is thrown.
Timeout!
All right! Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
When Mother Nature sends her hordes of pests and bugs at you, call Patterson Pest Control, owned and operated by Marion County's Sheila Kendrick. Sheila's pesticide business has grown to cover 17 East Texas counties, but her sales and technician staff know the roads around here. Termites, bedbugs, fleas, rodents, ew. They put the cuffs on pests so you can rest. Call 903-799-9138.
Welcome back, Bulldog fans, to Jerry Bennett Field here in Jefferson, Texas. We're waiting for the Jefferson Bulldogs to run out onto the field. We're about ready to get this thing kicked off. We want to run through our sponsors again real quick. The pregame show tonight is being brought to you by Brown Rig Insurance, Riverside Bank of Jefferson, Edward Jones Investments, Maximize Eye Care, Bulldog Bail Bonds, Patterson Pest Patrol, Johnson Collision, Porta-John, and Laura Allen Photography. We also have Will Fratangelo working the camera up top tonight. And Madeline Coyne has put in a lot of work. She's out sick tonight. I'm wishing her well and get her back for next week. Greg, we're looking forward to a good game tonight. Roughnecks coming in a little beat up. You know, they haven't been putting a whole lot of points on the board, but I'm looking for a lot of fireworks on the offensive side of the ball for Jefferson tonight.
Right. The Bulldogs have the number 24 ranked rusher in the entire state of Texas in Cameron Williams. And considering he didn't get any stats in one game, he could be a lot higher than that.
And that was the rain out up in DeKalb.
Right.
Hey, let's mention number 21, going by the name of the Bulldozer. Last game against Centerville, he was running over everybody.
There was one play he was carrying 3 players from Centerville on his back. It took 2 more to bring him down.
Kristen Bowman is the man. And that, I think that defined him for his nickname, the Bulldozer.
Yes, it did.
You know, when he just bulldozed his way down there and guys are jumping on him and he just keeps his legs turning and running over some guys. And it was a fitting name. So the Jefferson backfield has now been named the Beast, Cameron Williams, and the Bulldozer, Kristen Bowman.
The Bulldog Bees.
So these guys, I'm hoping to get a lot of yards out of them too tonight, and maybe see a lot of fireworks through the air from Tomias Taylor at quarterback to his 3 receivers, Chris Love, Jermaine Hopkins Jr., and Travis Gray Jr.
And one of the most important things to remember about those skilled position players, not a single one of them is a senior. They'll be back next year, and they're already doing great things.
A lot of young guys on this team, a lot of them getting some really good experience. Cameron Williams, only a junior. He's got another year still.
Right.
You know, he's had a lot of D1 offers so far. So, I mean, he's going places. And
I can suggest a school for him to look at.
Well, I think we all could. You know, everybody has their favorite. And, you know, that's the good thing about this. That man's going to have a big decision to make. And there are a lot of schools out there, and he's going to take his time. He's going to go visit.
Right. He's still got plenty of time to do that.
Yeah. So the good thing for him, you know, as a junior, sit back on Saturday and look at some of these teams that already have offered him and see how they perform on the field, see how players act, coaches act, and, you know, he's going to find a place where he's going to fit in and where he can be himself.
Right.
So tonight is homecoming here in Jefferson. They've already had the festivities earlier. If you tuned in early, it started about 6:20. Had a queen crowned. Miss Ventimiglia was crowned homecoming queen. And we are waiting for the Bulldogs to run out on the field. I'll tell you what,
White Oak is right out there beside their tunnel. The Bulldogs are just now coming out, forming up behind the end zone.
Well, I tell you what, Greg, does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized to you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation changed? When you work with Joey Romano, your Edward Jones financial advisor, he focuses on what's important to you. You'll work together and use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy, backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And you can partner long-term to help your strategy stay on track. Just call Joey today at 903-665-9965. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
And Have you made a mistake and had a penalty flag thrown on you in the game of life? If so, call the guys at Bulldog Bail Bonds, locally owned and providing fast service. Credit is available. Call Ken or John at 903-665-1123 or at 800-317-1123. Available 24 hours daily. Bulldog Bail Bonds is a proud supporter of Jefferson Bulldog football.
And Greg, there you have the White Oak Roughnecks coming out onto the field, and followed by your Jefferson Bulldogs. So here shortly, we're going to have a prayer, and then we'll listen to the national anthem by the Bulldog Band. And then we're going to go out for the coin toss, have our captains go out there. We'll bring that to you, see who wins. For all you people out there who are tuned into this live stream, if you would, over there on the chat side, if you're not in the state of Texas or far away from Jefferson, everybody likes to see who's tuned in and where you're tuning in from. So
That's right. Let us know where you are.
Just say, hey, tuning in from Philadelphia, wherever you're at. Just let us know where you're tuned in at. Now, I tell you what, Greg, homecoming, the class of 1977 and 1978, I don't know how long you've been here in Jefferson, but for as long as I can remember, 77 and 78 are always right there. Let's listen to the prayer real quick.
Will you please bow your head? Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for the opportunity to be able to gather together and celebrate so many different events with so many people. Please bless each one of these ladies tonight who is on the field who represent their class. Please be with the cheerleaders, color guard, and strutters as they perform and encourage the fans with great enthusiasm. Please be with the players, coaches, and referees as they perform on the field and display sportsmanship, respect, and skill. Please be with the band and the band directors as they entertain the fans and lift the spirits with their musical performance. We thank you for your presence here tonight and ask for your protection during our time together. We pray this in your most gracious name. Amen.
The prayer was given by this year's band Sweetheart.
And now we're waiting for the Jefferson Band to perform the national anthem for us.
Let's go to America. As our Jefferson High School Band will perform our Star Spangled Banner.
Great job by the Jefferson Bulldog Band.
At this time, the
Captains for tonight's game for Jefferson, number 8, Travis Harris Jr., number 56, Luis Gomez, number 54 is Bryce Clark, and number 10 is Moose Carter. And for the White Oak Roughnecks, we have number 14, Gavin Sipes, number 2, Jackson Ludlow, number 57, Colin Wheat, And is that number 8?
8.
David Watson. So the captains will meet at the center of the field. We'll get a coin toss and see which way this thing's going to go. Real quick, I want to send a get well out to Mr. Ned Fratangelo. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Greg, it's a great night for football in Jefferson, Texas. Stands are full.
Okay, I heard defer to the second half.
And we'll defer to the second half.
Well, there you go.
There's the announcement.
So White Oak will take the ball first. Looks like they'll be starting from the north end of Jerry Bennett Field. Bulldogs will be kicking off.
So during the first quarter, they'll have a slight wind at their back.
First quarter action tonight is going to be brought to you by Patterson Pest Patrol.
Wonderful folks. Wonderful folks.
Greg, I tell you what, if you've got bugs in your yard, you see one in the house, I cannot stand to see a bug in my house.
No.
You call Patterson Pest Patrol, and they're gone.
That's right.
Quick service.
Yes.
They'll be there and get rid of all those pests for you.
Yes, I have used them in the past and recommend them highly.
So the Bulldogs will be kicking off tonight. Number 6, Dominic Rivers will be your kicker. He's going to have it teed up at the 40-yard line. And back deep for the Roughnecks is going to be number 5, Tyson McKinney. He's a sophomore. Also number 11, Logan Ladwig is back there. And on the other side is number 10, Scotty Breitenberg.
And he's got it teed up on the hash mark instead of in the middle.
What are you thinking, Greg? Trick play?
Yes. And the Roughnecks have adjusted to it.
They're suspecting something. Let's see what happens here.
Although they spread out.
Might be that little pooch kick you like right over the front line.
Looks like they're defending against it, but we'll see what's coming up.
Now he's going the opposite direction. So here we go, Bulldog fans. That one's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to draw a penalty.
Not a deep kick. Went out about the 28-yard line.
I'm thinking that's not what he intended to do.
No.
But the Roughnecks will have it 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Jefferson defense is ready for a quick stop, a good 3 and out. Back in the pistol formation, is going to hand off right up the middle. That is number 22. Or 32, I'm sorry. Caleb Maxted for the Roughnecks.
And once again, he ran into that brick wall. Got 2 yards for his trouble.
Quarterback tonight for the Roughnecks is number 2, Jackson Ludlow. He's a sophomore. He'll be in the pistol formation. He's going to have a quick pass. Oh, that almost was jumped on by Moose Carter. He had a line, not did he kind of let up.
Well covered. The Moose started to adjust to get that ball, but he threw it where it couldn't be caught.
So that's going to bring up a quick 3rd and 8 for the Roughnecks. You would suspect a passing down, but you never know.
Yeah, in the game of high school football, the running game is the dominant play.
Twins out to the left. Takes a snap. He's going to roll to his left, looking to throw. He's under pressure. He gets the throw off. That's intercepted by Moose Carter at the 48-yard line.
And he got leveled.
So just like that, Bulldog fans, 1st and 10, Bulldogs. Interception coming with 11:16 on the clock.
Bulldog football, first down and 10 at the Roughneck 43-yard line.
That was a big hit put on their quarterback by the defense.
Bulldogs are going to be led by number 16, Tamias Taylor at quarterback. In the backfield with him is number 5, the Beast, Cameron Williams. Split left, number 3, Chris Love. Hand off to Williams. Going to reverse field, looking for something. And he gets a little bit out of it.
He made the corner.
That's a decent gain. That's about 6 yards on that carry.
That's the amazing thing about the Beast, is that
Make something out of nothing.
He will reverse his field, beat the defense to the corner, and pick something up out of nothing.
Taylor takes it, rolling out to the right side. He's got
a man
number
open.
4, Jakiri Johnson, for the completion.
Quarterback's pass complete to number 4, Jakiri Johnson.
That was about
15 yards.
15 yards. Move the chains. That is a Patterson Pest Patrol first down. Taylor inside pitch to Jermaine Hopkins Jr. He's going to take it down to the 16-yard line.
It's a new play from the Jefferson offense.
Brings up second and a long 4 for the Bulldogs. Taylor's going to keep it himself, trying to cut out to the right-hand side. He loses the football, but I think he recovered.
Right, he got it back. Cost him some yardage.
Yeah, he would have had the first, but he still gained
2 yards.
2 yards on that carry. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3 now for the Bulldogs.
Bring up 3rd down.
Bulldogs have been putting some new wrinkles in their offense so far.
Watch Chris Love down here on the bottom, Greg. He's got a height advantage over that cornerback. That's going to be handed off around the left side to Cameron Williams. I think he's going to take it in.
He's got it.
That is a maximized touchdown.
To number 5, Cameron Williams for the Bulldogs. Touchdown!
And there you go. Force a turnover. Short field. Touchdown. And that Trench Mafia just opened up a big hole for him to get through. The kick is down and up and good.
The action point is good.
And that makes it Bulldogs 7, White Oak Roughnecks 0.
Score. Jefferson 7.
How many yards did you have him on that touchdown run?
12 yards.
So Bulldogs, just like that, take the early lead, 7-0. First quarter actions being brought to you by Patterson Pest Patrol. And that was the first Maximize Eye Care touchdown of the night. I'm expecting many more, hopefully.
Expect it that way. And when you're ranked number 7 in the state, the way these Bulldogs are, you can expect a lot of scoring from them.
So back deep for the Roughnecks is number 5, Tyson McKinney. Dominic Rivers will have it teed up for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs are ready for the kick. And this is a better kick down the left side. Let's see if it stays in. It does. Taking about the 7-yard line, and he's going to be brought down by half of the kicking team. They're going to mark him down at the 14-yard line, where the Roughnecks will take over 1st and 10. 9:38 remaining in the first quarter. So White Oak coming out after that interception on the last possession. Going to see if they can get something going, but it's going to be a tough night at going up against this Bulldog defense.
Okay. And the referees finally get the ball spotted on the 14.
Jackson Ludlow is the quarterback for the Roughnecks. Man in the backfield is number 32, Caleb Maxted. He's going to send a man in motion. Hands off to Maxted, cutting around the left side where he's met by Kristen Bowman, the bulldozer. He's going to get a few yards off of that carry, Greg.
Right, looking to see where they mark it. Going to give him a 3-yard gain on that.
Bring up second down. At the 18-yard line.
So second, and we're going to call it 7.
Right.
Pitches out to the right side. Once again, that's number 32, Caleb Maxted, and he's going nowhere. He might have got a yard out of that. We'll see where they spot it. It's going to be a short yard, I believe. Brings up third and
6.
That's going to be a long 6 for the Roughnecks.
But once again, that Jefferson defense is just swarming to the ball. And the offensive line just, for the Roughnecks, is just not able to give their running back any place to go.
You know, that line's going to put a lot of pressure on Ludlow if he drops back to pass, but he's been rolling out. Let's see. He's going to – oh, he hands off and is met rudely. That was Caleb Maxted with the carry. Number 8, Travis Harris Jr.
There was a bit of an issue on that handoff. And
look at this replay. That was – man, he was met in the backfield.
Right. They did – and a confusion for the Roughnecks.
And that is Ludlow back to punt now for the Roughnecks. Low snap.
He scrambled to get that one off. He
gets
it away.
A decent punt down the left side, but it's going to go out of bounds. Probably he's got it right at the 50. I had it more on the Roughneck side of the 50, but Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 right at midfield.
And another short field for the Bulldogs.
7:35 left in the first quarter. Be Cameron Williams in the backfield alongside of Tomias Taylor at quarterback. Chris Love is split to the left. Jermaine Hopkins Jr. goes in motion. Hand off to Williams up the middle. Looking for a little running room. He's going to have a short gain on that. Brought down by number 8, David Watson for the Roughnecks.
Gain of 4 on that play. Once again, you just give Cameron Williams a little room to run, and he's going to make something out of it.
Taylor rolling out to the left. He's looking to go deep, but he's under some pressure. He's going to have to do something, and he just throws it away.
He's out of the box, so he can do that.
That was a smart thing to do because everybody was covered downfield. That's going to bring up 3rd and 6. Long 6 for the Bulldogs.
Once again, just a smart play by Tomias Taylor. He's rolling out, so he's out of the box that's defined by the tackles.
Yep.
Right. And so he can throw it away, throw it out of bounds.
Hand off to Williams around the right side. He's going to have the first down and more. And he gets a Patterson Pest Patrol first down. He was brought down by number 8, David Watson for the Roughnecks.
17-yard carry. Bringing him up to 39 yards on the night. These are unofficial stats.
Taylor looking to throw. He's got a man open in the flat. That is number 11, Travis Gray Jr., and he's going to take it to the house. That is a maximized touchdown. That was 29 yards.
Once again, so many weapons available for this Bulldog offense.
Dominic Rivers in to attempt the PAT. Moose Carter puts it down. The kick is up and right down the middle. That brings us 14-0 Bulldogs over the White Oak Roughnecks.
With only 6 minutes, 44 seconds remaining in the first quarter, it's not even half over yet, and it's already 14-0 Bulldogs.
I want to thank Brown Rig Insurance for sponsoring the pregame show this first quarter. It's being brought to you by Patterson Pest Patrol. Greg, the stands are full tonight for this homecoming game. And like I said, the class of 77, 78, they always have their spot reserved over here. They always have a good turnout. I see a few members of the class of 1986.
And we have got a few people who have checked in. One from Pennsylvania, St. Paul, Minnesota, and Smithland, Texas. We thank you all for checking in. One from Washington, D.C., class of 1983.
There you go. Back deep for the Roughnecks is Tyson McKinney. Dominic Rivers has it teed up at the 40 for the Dogs. Here's the kick. It's going to go to number 11. That is Logan Ladwig. He took it last time, and he is going to be met just over the 20-yard line. Yeah, that was number 11, Travis Gray Jr. there. 21, Kristen Bowman, and number 17, Amron Bruce was also in on that tackle for the Dogs. Roughnecks will take over 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. 6:33 left in the first quarter.
Have another check-in from Beaumont, Texas. Thank you very much for checking in, letting us know where you're watching this game from.
Jackson Ludlow is the quarterback in the pistol formation for the Roughnecks. He's going to pitch it out to number 32, Caleb Maxted, who throws it and almost picked off by Chris Love in his safety position.
The Roughnecks currently passing 0 for 3 with 1 interception.
Greg, it's going to be tough to do anything on this Bulldog defense. Big line up front. You got some speedsters on the corner and in the safety position.
They swarm to the football. Excellent coverage in the secondary.
Ludlow hands off again to number 32, Caleb Maxted, but he is met by the Dogs.
Just runs into a brick wall.
He might have got a yard, if anything. That's going to bring up 3rd and 9 now for the Roughnecks. Ludlow will be in the pistol formation with Maxted alongside him. Number 14 is Gavin Sipes out on the right-hand side. Ludlow wants to throw, and he does, but it's off the fingertips of number 11, Logan Ladwig. That's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th and 9 for the Roughnecks. That should bring out the punt team. Well, we do have a Bulldog bail bond penalty on the far side of the field. First one of the night. Let's see what that's going to be. Looks like it's going to be against the Roughnecks because the punter is out on the field.
An illegal procedure against the Roughnecks. The Bulldogs have declined it in order to get the football.
So 4th and 9 for the Roughnecks. 5:33 left in the first quarter. Back deep for the Bulldogs is Moose Carter. He'll be just across the 50-yard line in Bulldog territory. Here's the snap, the punt down the left side. Once again, fair catch called for, and it's dropped by Moose Carter. Roughnecks do take over at the 47-yard line of the Bulldogs. So Moose Carter called for the fair catch and had to run up to try to get under it, and he came up a little short. Let's see on this replay.
All right, he's moving up.
Well, he was watching number 8. I think he was more worried about number 8.
He was worried about getting hit. You can't watch the ball and the defender.
So Roughnecks have it 1st and 10, first time in Bulldog territory for tonight for the Roughnecks. Let's see if they can capitalize. Maxted is in the backfield alongside Ludlow. He's going to roll out a little reverse, look for the pass back to the quarterback, and it's intercepted by the Bulldogs, but we do have a flag down. That was number 7, Coben Tomlinson. We're going to have to see what this call is. I didn't see what happened, but I seen the flag come in right when he turned. Let's see here. Holding against the offense, so it's going to be Bulldog football.
That'll be turned down.
I didn't see who got the interception, did you?
Tamias Taylor.
Was it Tamias Taylor, number 16? There you go. So ball is at the 46-yard line of the Roughnecks. 1st and 10 Bulldogs. Cameron Williams, the beast, is in the backfield alongside of Taylor. Taylor's going to drop back to pass, and he is looking, and let's see, he's going to be brought down. I think he was down before that fumble came out.
Yeah, I heard whistles.
So it's still Bulldog football, but he's going to take a loss of maybe 2
yards.
Of 2. I'm still watching this matchup with Chris Love and number 5, Tyson McKinney. He's got a tremendous height advantage. They're going to capitalize on that. Puts a man in motion. Takes a snap, and he's looking. He's got a man wide open. That's Chris Love. Makes a move. Another move. He gets to the outside. He's going to be gone. That's going to be a maximized touchdown for Chris Love. That goes 46 yards.
Touchdown! Fastest 48 yards.
That brings out Dominic Rivers to attempt the PAT for the Bulldogs.
His 3rd one of the night.
Moose Carter is the holder for the Dogs. He takes it. The ball is down. Kick is up, and it is good. Makes it Jefferson Bulldogs 21, White Oak Roughnecks 0. Greg, that's what we were expecting from this Bulldog offense. A lot of fireworks tonight.
Right. They're just having their way with the Roughnecks. The only thing that has gotten the Roughnecks past the 50-yard line is a mistake by Jefferson.
And that mistake didn't last long because they capitalized and
got an interception
and just took it down the field and got a touchdown.
Yeah, and just quickly looking at the White Oak stats, 4 yards rushing on 5 carries. And 0 for 5 passing with 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not a good start for the Roughnecks.
Yeah, they're making some mistakes. They've got 2 penalties. But they're just going to have to find a way to try and do something against Jefferson.
Back deep for the Roughnecks is number 5, Tyson McKinney, and number 11, Logan Ladwig. Ladwig's been the recipient on the past 2 kickoffs down the left-hand side. And here's the kick down the left-hand side again. It is number 11, Logan Ladwig, trying to get around the left side, but he is met by Aaron Ballard for the stop for the Bulldogs. Roughnecks are going to take over at the 28-yard line, 1st and 10. See if this Bulldog defense can keep the Roughnecks heading in the wrong direction here.
They've had them bottled up all night, swarming to the football the Jefferson defense is. And with 2 interceptions, they're showing them that you're not going to pass against us.
Ludlow puts a man in motion. He's going to hand off to Maxted around the left side, and he's going to be brought down quickly. Maybe a gain of 2 on the carry. That was number 7, Coben Tomlinson, in on the stop for the Bulldogs. 2nd and 8 now for the Roughnecks. Twin receivers out to the right for the Roughnecks. Puts one in motion. Hand off to Maxted again, but he is met immediately. That is Coben Tomlinson once again. And once again, the Roughnecks go in the wrong direction.
The offensive line is supposed to open up holes for the running back to go through. And in this case, the offensive line is just opening up holes for the defense to come through and meet their backs in the backfield.
So the Roughnecks take a loss on that. That brings up 3rd and a long 11. Drops back to pass. He's looking. Throws out to the right side, which is overthrown, intended for number 14, Gavin Sipes. Falls incomplete. Greg, that brings up another 4th down for the Roughnecks.
And we'll watch their punter take a couple of side steps before he kicks the football. If the Bulldogs adjust, this one could get blocked.
And let's see. Moose Carter is standing about the 45-yard line of the Bulldogs, awaiting the punt. Here's the snap and the kick. Carter catches this one, sidesteps the first defender, sidesteps another across the 50. Still on his feet, bouncing around, still going. Finally knocked out of bounds at the 44-yard line of the Roughnecks. Took that at the 46-yard line and made it to the 44 of the Roughnecks. 1st and 10 Bulldogs. 2:32 remaining in the first quarter.
And once again, the Bulldogs are dealing with a short field, so we may have another touchdown before this quarter is over.
Cameron Williams in the backfield alongside Tomias Taylor. Almost a false start, but Williams takes it over the. Well, there it is, the flag.
Flag down.
That's a 1st down, but I think that's going to come back because number 9, Anthony Flannery, was leaning and couldn't hold himself up and actually took a step before that ball was snapped. So the 2nd Bulldog bail bond penalty of the night. I believe this is going to go against the Bulldogs.
Just waiting for the official to call it.
He actually called it on someone else, but it was actually number 9
Yeah,
that took the step.
Called it against Jermaine Hopkins.
So that's going to move it back to the 49-yard line. 1st and 15 now for the Bulldogs. Cameron Williams going to try and get that back. He takes it around the left side. There he turns on the Jets, and let's see, he's going to be brought down about the 43-yard line of the Roughnecks. Actually, the 42. No, now they can move it back 43.
Okay.
6
Call
yards.
that a 6-yard gain. 45 yards on 5 carries for Cameron. And we have a change in quarterback. Coben Tomlinson comes in.
Tomlinson takes it around, looking back for Flannery. And that pass is complete. Thought he was going to try to go deep to Chris Love, and then I seen Flannery coming across from his tight end position. That's another big target. Flannery just standing right there and with the big height advantage. Easy target to find. Tomlinson still in at quarterback. He's going to hand off to Williams, sidesteps. He's not going to shake that second one, though.
No.
That is number 3, Aaron Sharp for the Roughnecks. And that's going to bring up the first 4th down for the Bulldogs this evening with 1 minute left in the first quarter. Ball is at the 41-yard line of the Roughnecks. Dominic Rivers will be back at his own 45 to punt this one away. Back deep for the Roughnecks. Number
11.
Is it 11 or 6?
No, you're right. Number 6.
Levi Sipes. And we've got
And a
another
penalty
Bulldog
flag.
bail bond penalty. I think time expired.
Play clock reads 0.
They might have wanted that one to move it back, give Rivers a little bit more room, try and pin the Roughnecks deep. Rivers awaits the snap, a little high snap, but he handles it. Here's the punt. And it's caught and goes backwards. Levi Sipes on the punt return. But that is going to be spotted at the 15-yard line of the Roughnecks. 1st and 10. 3 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Jefferson leads the Roughnecks 21-0. Mr. Doug Thompson might have some scores for us here in just a second from other games around the area.
That's right. With the district games kicking off tonight, we're looking forward to seeing some of those scores.
Roughnecks have it 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line. This will be the last play of the first quarter. Pass out to number 11, Logan Ladwig. But I think he's going to...
I'm not sure he got back to the line of scrimmage, and there's a flag.
Another flag. That's going to be hit out of bounds, probably.
Yes.
That probably going to give them an extra 15 yards on that Bulldog bail bond penalty. And that's going to end the first quarter. Jefferson with the lead 21-0 over the Roughnecks of White Oak. I'm not sure who that was with the late hit, but receiver was struggling for some extra yards. That was Logan Ladwig on the reception. They're going to move to the other end of the field and then mark off the penalty.
Right, so that's the end of the first quarter with our score. Jefferson Bulldogs 21, White Oak Roughnecks 0.
Bulldog fans, if you're looking for a bank here in Jefferson, Texas, let me recommend Riverside Bank of Jefferson. Hometown banking, it's the kind of business where you work with your neighbors like you'll find at Riverside Bank of Jefferson. Mr. Lee Haggard and his staff return the kind of service your parents and grandparents remember with all the features of a 21st century bank. Visit the bank at 371 South Walcott, that's Highway 59. Riverside Bank of Jefferson, a division of FNB Trinity, is an equal housing lender and member FDIC. Buddy of mine, Mr. Lee Haggard, go say hi. Tell him I sent you down there. And I just got a few scores from around the area. Got a good one, Tatum against Gladewater. Right now, Gladewater has the lead 7-6 over Tatum. Atlanta and Sabine in another tight one. Sabine up 7-6. Pottsboro over Bonham, 28-0. And this handoff goes up the middle to Maxstead. It's going to be brought down by Moose Carter. Short gain. Winsboro over Mount Vernon, 17-0. Clyde, 14. Vernon, 7. And Queen City is over Wascom, 14-0.
And we do have people from all over watching this game. Beaumont, Texas, Houston, Auburn, Alabama, Dallas.
Deep pass. That was a little push-off. That should have been a flag right there. That was an obvious push-off, but they're going to... Hey, let's go ahead and give them a first down, and that's the first... I believe that's the first down of the night for White Oak.
It is.
So Ludlow completes that pass for a first down. Moves it inside Bulldog territory. Here's another pass. A little slant in pass. I believe, let's see, that is...
Looks like 21.
Number 14.
Yeah.
Gavin Sipes on that reception, which moves the chains again. Bulldogs need to stiffen up here. Don't get too relaxed. This one, hand off to Maxstead up the middle, and that goes nowhere.
Coach Jefferson's complaining about something to the referees.
He's going to call for a timeout. And I bet he's going to tell them, hey, you guys need to tighten up a little bit. 2 back-to-back passes for first down. That's not going to get it done.
No. Got to get back on that coverage. But quickly, just some more of the folks that are watching us out there. Tomias Taylor's grandmother, Consuelo Sainz. Thank you for watching. Let's see, I did mention Auburn, Alabama, Dallas. We've got a member from the class of 85. So once again, for those of you from all over and right here in Jefferson, we thank you for watching this broadcast on Bulldogs TV on YouTube.
I want to give our condolences for one of the members of the class of 85, Mr. Ronnie Bullard Jr. passed away. Hated to hear that. Thoughts and prayers go out to his family.
Yes.
So second and, well, that's no gain. 2nd and 10 for the Roughnecks. Looking to throw again. He's got a man wide open, and that's going to be a touchdown. That's Logan Ladwig, 29 yards.
Logan Ladwig. Him going for the White Oak score.
White Oak started getting a chance to pass on this drive and suddenly came to life.
And we'll see if they're going to go for 2 here. Ludlow is still in at quarterback.
The ball is on the right hash mark, and they are in an offensive set, not kicking.
Man in motion. Throws back to the big man, number 57, Colin Wheat. completed, but that goes nowhere.
Backwards.
So that brings the score Jefferson 21, White Oak 7. Or 6, I'm sorry.
10 minutes, 29 seconds left in the second quarter.
Johnson Collision on Highway 49 West isn't just where you go when your car or truck gets banged up. It's also the collision repair place that's teaching Jefferson High students the skills needed to work in a shop after graduation. A hands-on education and attention to detail when they repair your ride. Call them to learn more at 903-665-2233 here in Jefferson.
They do windshield repair as well.
State inspections, whatever you need, they can get it done for you.
Mm-hmm.
Back deep for the Bulldogs is number 10, Moose Carter. Jermaine Hopkins Jr. is on the far side. Number 11, Travis Gray Jr. is also back for the Bulldogs. Looks like kicking off number 19, Brady Greenwood for the Roughnecks.
So we'll see if this is going to be a kick or
And
a
it
pooch.
is an onside kick, but that's not going to go 10
Did not
yards.
go 10 yards. It went out of bounds.
So
Bulldogs
that'll be
ball.
Great field position for the Bulldogs. Just inside the second quarter. 10:29 remaining. That's going to bring out this explosive Bulldog offense. They'll mark off that penalty, and that'll put it right at the 42-yard line of the Roughnecks. 1st and 10, Bulldogs.
Bulldog football, first down and 10 at the Roughneck 42.
Taylor is back in at quarterback. Handoff to Williams, up the middle. And he is stopped. They're going to give him 2 yards on the carry down to the 40-yard line.
And he's stopped by number 44 for Roughnecks, Kelton Cates.
Beast has 45 yards on 7 carries, plus a touchdown.
Taylor in the pistol formation, awaiting the snap. Going to drop back to pass. He's looking. Now he scrambles, still looking. And there's that little dump pass to number 4, Jakiri Johnson. Cuts back across the field. One man to beat, and he beats him. That is going to go for a maximized touchdown from the 40-yard line.
To number 4, Jakiri Johnson for the Bulldog. Touchdown!
40 yards on the play. That'll bring out number 6, Dominic Rivers, to attempt the PAT. Another maximized touchdown.
The Bulldogs are set up for the extra point.
Greg, these Bulldogs can score quickly.
That's right. So much talent on this Bulldogs team. A high snap.
Carter's got a lane. He should be able to get it, and he does. 2-point conversion is good.
Number 10, Jefferson
He
Carter.
takes that bad snap.
The 2-point
Had to stand up to field it. As we see on the replay. Tries to put it down, but didn't quite get it down. And just picks up the ball, runs to the corner.
And that puts us 29-6. Bulldogs over White Oak now.
Attention, please. Our split the pot winner tonight is Dee Hunter. And the basket winner is Bill Buffett.
So the Bulldog offense is still unstoppable.
Dee Hunter, Bill
just very quickly put another touchdown on the board and able to convert on the point after, making it a 2-point conversion.
Greg, the next time you have an outside project or planning a big event, be sure to prepare for all your needs. The folks at Porta John are happy to fix you up with all the outdoor conveniences anytime you need them. Porta John has everything from simple portable restrooms to handicapped accessible facilities and hand wash stations. They can even provide air-conditioned or heated restroom trailers for your next big event. Give them a call at 903-665-7449 or go to portajohn.com. They proudly support the Bulldogs and the JHS Strutters. Dominic Rivers has it teed up, and here's the kick. It's going to be number 11 once again. Logan Ladwig makes a couple moves. He's got some open field. He's got one man to beat, and he doesn't beat him.
Oh!
But he does cross the 50-yard line.
God,
that was
smashed by the kicker.
Number 8? That's Travis.
Okay, yeah, just the safety back there.
Yeah, Travis
and
Harris
watch this
Jr.
on the replay.
Let me make sure that's number 8. No, that's number 6.
Number 6, Dominic Rivers. Did
Rivers
his
with
job.
that big hit.
Yes.
The kicker. That's what you want to see.
That's right. He was back there playing his safety position on the kick.
Great kick and comes in to make the stop. Big hit by Rivers. 1st and 10 Roughnecks at the 48-yard line. Another pass. Once again, he's wide open, but he drops it. Number 11, Logan Ladwig. He's just finding that seam in between those defenders. Bulldogs back in a zone and just letting them run between the defenders.
That's what they teach receivers. Find the seam in the zone.
But that was Chris Love with the big hit and knocked it loose. Bulldogs have got to tighten up on the pass defense.
Got to get it covered. Make him think twice about throwing that ball.
Intercepted twice tonight. We need to go ahead and make that 3. Ludlow looking to throw once again. He bobbles the ball and now has to take off. He's got a little bit of running room. Bulldog bail bond penalty comes in from the backfield.
Usually a hold when it's coming from that way. Waiting for the call. And the referee looks like he's going to step off. A penalty against White Oak.
And you're right, that was a hold in the backfield. Once the quarterback broke loose, somebody was holding. Give him a little extra running
line
room.
of scrimmage. And taking it back 10 yards.
Second and 20 for the Roughnecks. 9:06 remaining in the first half. Ludlow is looking to get the play in from the sideline. He's got twin receivers to the left, single receiver out to the right.
Another low snap, but he gets the ball to.
That was Caleb Maxted once again, number 32 on the carry.
That's his biggest carry of the night.
See, that's going to be 11 yards, I believe.
Yes.
So the Roughneck offense is starting to churn up some yards here on the Bulldogs.
The defense is just going to have to keep the pressure on. You can't let up, especially against playoff teams. Now, White Oak's not a playoff team, but that's what I mean. You don't want to let up.
Maxted once again. Look, oh, fumble on the play. It's recovered by the Bulldogs, and he fumbles, but he gets it back. That is number 30, Keyshawn Whitaker for the Bulldogs with the fumble recovery. Boy, that helmet just met that football and knocked it loose.
That is how you cause a fumble. Put your hat on the ball.
So 1st and 10 now for the Bulldogs. Ball is spotted at the 42-yard line of the Roughnecks. 1st and 10, 8:07 remaining in the first half. Travis Gray Jr. split to the right. Chris Love split to the left. Williams in the backfield with Taylor. This will go to Cameron Williams, the beast, looking to break one, and he's got some running room. He needs one step, and I think he's got it. It's going to be a maximized touchdown. 42 yards.
For the Bulldogs, touchdown!
Just like that. I'm telling you, he just needed to break
free. He just
free.
needs a seam.
Needs one step, and he is gone.
And we have a White Oak player down.
Actually got 2 of them down. Well, Greg, did you see that touchdown or did you miss it? Do you need to go have your eyes checked? Go see Dr. Sheila Lang-Bartels at Maximize in downtown Jefferson. Her staff provides the best customer service in East Texas. They have a wide variety of frames, women's, men's, kids, and designer frames too. Maximize has everything you need for your family eye care, including contacts and sunglasses. You will be seeing every touchdown now after you see her. Call Dr. Sheila at 903-665-2020, located at 108 North Walnut Street in downtown Jefferson.
And the injured player for White Oak, Jackson Thorpe, he is up and walked off the field.
Dominic Rivers out to attempt the PAT. Holder is Moose Carter. Second quarter is being sponsored by Riverside Bank of Jefferson, Mr. Lee Haggard. Here's the snap. It's down. The kick is up. And it is good. And that brings us 36-6. Bulldogs up over White Oak.
It has been an eventful first half so far, and we still have 7 minutes, 56 seconds to go in the second quarter.
Well, no matter what you hear, don't be fooled, Greg. Not all insurance policies are created equal. Purchase a cut-rate policy online now, and you may be in for an unpleasant surprise later. As an independent agent, Brown Rig Insurance can offer benefits you cannot get from any other website. Expert advice, personal service, and choices of coverage from quality carriers. Contact Brown Rig Insurance to get more value in your coverage. 903-938-8888, or see them online at www.brownrigins.com. Mr. Victor Perot.
And once again, just a big thank you to our sponsors.
Back deep for the Roughnecks is number 11, Logan Ladwig. He's been getting a lot of work in here lately at receiver and getting these kickoff returns. Rivers has been kicking it down that left side all night. Let's see if that trend continues. And a little shorter kick. It is going to be number 11, Ladwig. Gets a step, but a big hit takes him down. That was number 23, Aldarius Washington for the Bulldogs on the hit. Roughnecks will have it 1st and 10.
Coach Jefferson is working the referees tonight.
Looks like the 36-yard line is where they've got it spotted.
Yes.
And there, the ball is set, and that's where the Roughnecks will take over 1st and 10.
First and 10 for White Oak at their own 36.
Here come the Roughnecks.
Jackson Ludlow, the quarterback for the Roughnecks. Been getting a little bit of work done through the air, but he's going to keep it on the ground to number 32, Caleb Maxted. Decent gain on that carry.
Just when it looked like he was going to go down, he slipped right through that tackle.
That was what, almost 8 yards on that carry, just over 7, about 7.5 for Maxted.
Yeah, they're calling it 8 on the scoreboard. 2nd down and 2.
And here's the snap and a pass. He's going to have a man open, had a step. That was intended for number 23, Tyson McLean for the Roughnecks. Just couldn't get a hand on it. It's going to bring a 3rd and a long 2 for the Roughnecks. .6:57 left in the first half. Jefferson with a lot of offense tonight, 36-6 over the Roughnecks. High snap. Maxted is going to have it, and he'll have the first down. He's got some steam, but Chris Love keeps him in check and brings him down about the 44-yard line.
First down and 10. Bulldogs 40.
First and 10 for the Roughnecks. Ludlow hands off to Maxted once again over the right side. Maybe a gain of 1 on that carry. I'll tell you what, when Maxted gets out in the open, he gets some steam behind him. He's tough to bring down.
Yes. He's a big back, but he's just been running into a brick wall.
That's right.
A lot tonight. He'll occasionally get a hole and pop one. And White Oak is calling the play in from the sideline.
2nd and 9 for the Roughnecks. Play clock is going down. 5 seconds. Dropping back to pass. He's looking. But then his arm is hit.
He threw it.
And that one's going to fall incomplete.
He took a beating on that throw. Watch as we watch the replay real quick. They had a little trouble getting the play in. Barely got it off before the play clock expired. Walked into the blitz and just got hit from the side as he was throwing.
3rd and 9 now for the Roughnecks. 5:29 remaining in the second quarter. And the Roughnecks take a lot of time getting the play in.
Yeah, they send it in from the sidelines for each play. 2, 1, play clock.
Now they call a timeout just before that happened.
When Mother Nature sends her hordes of pests and bugs at you, call Patterson Pest Patrol. Owned and operated by Marion County's Sheila Kendrick, Deke's daughter. Patterson Pest Patrol has grown to cover 17 counties all over East Texas. Her staff knows the roads around here. Fleas, termites, rodents, bedbugs, ew. They put the cuffs on pests so you can rest. Call Sheila and her crew at 903-799-9138.
And Greg Tatum has taken the lead over Gladewater in the second quarter, 27-14. Atlanta over Sabine now, 12-7. Pottsboro over Bonham, 28-0. Winsboro over Mount Vernon, 17-0. Clyde is over Vernon, 21-7, and Queen City over Wascom, 14-7. So this first half is just about done. Roughnecks have it 3rd and 9 from the 43-yard line of the Bulldogs. Expect Ludlow to pass here and probably keep it going if they don't get to first on 4th down.
Right, their passing game has been what's carried them so far.
And that falls incomplete. That was in. Oh, we got a little
extracurricular activity over on the sideline.
And that's going to draw a couple flags out. That was like number 27. Or is that 21? Is that the Bulldozer? Got his shirt wrinkled. I think that was Bowman. I can't tell. That might be. Yeah, that is 21, Kristen Bowman.
Okay.
Got tied up over there on the Roughneck sideline.
We're waiting to see if, because sometimes these sideline altercations end up with ejections. We don't want to see that.
Dead ball. Personal foul. Yeah, that's going to go against the Bulldogs. That'll be 15 yards. But at least he's staying in the game. That's right. The key.
Although Coach Jefferson has called him out of the game to let him know that he is not pleased with that.
That's going to move the ball down to the 19-yard line of the Bulldogs. 5:25 remaining in the second quarter. That's going to give the Roughnecks a little bit of life here. Ludlow is in the pistol. Drops back, looking to throw. He does throw. This, close to being intercepted.
Batted away in the end zone.
That was Daniel Smith with the coverage, number 15. And he has 3 interceptions on the year, so very capable of getting another. Probably should have had that one. 2nd and 10 now for the Roughnecks. Ludlow takes the snap, hands off to Maxted. Gets a little room around the right side. And he's pushing the pile. That's going to be close.
That'll be a first down.
Down to the 7-yard line, I believe.
Yes. Official standing at the 7-yard line.
That's going to move the chains.
12-yard pickup.
1st and goal now for the Roughnecks.
He broke an arm tackle, got a head of steam going, and he's a big boy.
Yeah, once he gets out in the open, he's pretty tough
hard
to bring
stop.
Down.
They've been able to stop him at the line of scrimmage on most carries, but give him a head of steam. And
that time he goes backwards. Maxted on the carry.
Bulldog blitz just comes in.
Oh, that moves him back to the 11-yard line.
Right. Did not give him a chance.
That's almost 4-yard loss on that carry for Maxted. 2nd and goal now. Drops back to pass. There it is, and that's going to be completed for the touchdown. That is number 14. 11-yard touchdown pass.
He was covered on that play, but just was able to out-jump the defender for the ball. And once again, White Oak is making their yardage through the air.
Ludlow is going to go for the 2-point conversion. Play clock is winding down. Here's the snap and a quick throw once again. Incomplete. That was intended for number 14. Once again, Gavin Sipes. So that brings us Bulldogs 36 and the Roughnecks 12.
4:02 remaining in the second quarter.
Bulldog fans, if you're wondering how to encourage your children to save, Help open a student savings account at Riverside Bank of Jefferson. It takes only $50 to open an account, then Riverside Bank of Jefferson will help fill it up, paying account holders $2 for every A and $1 for every B. Just for Jefferson ISD and Jefferson Christian Academy students. Riverside Bank of Jefferson, a division of FNB Trinity, equal housing lender, and member FDIC.
And as we get set here for White Oak to kick off,
back deep for the Bulldogs is Moose Carter. He's standing about the 12-yard line. Number 19, Brady Greenwood for White Oak is the kicker. Last time tried an onside kick that fell short, only went about 7 yards.
once again, they're in a...
Try a little pooch kick. That's going to go out of bounds. Draws the Bulldog bail bond penalty flag. And the Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. 4:02 remaining in the first half. Jefferson leads 36-12 over White Oak. What's he got right there? White Oaks?
Right. Or
yours is different. I don't know. So 1st and 10 Bulldogs. It says White Oak S.
I know. It says that. It's an error.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
I can't fix it.
No problem. No problem. And that's going to be a false start on the Bulldogs, I believe. Move them back 5 yards. Make it 1st and 15 now for the Bulldogs.
unofficially, that's 5 penalties for 30 yards marked off against the Bulldogs.
And need to reset the play clock on that one. And there we go. Bulldogs are ready now. Taylor in the gun. Williams in the backfield with him. You go to Williams around the right side looking for a hole, and he's got one. He's got one man to beat. Let's see if he can get it.
He turns on the Jets, and he is gone.
He is gone. Let's see, that was a 5. That was from the 36-yard line.
Making it a 64-yard run for the touchdown. So Cameron is up to 151 yards on the night and 3 touchdowns. And again, that touchdown just showed that the Beast can take an average play and just turn on the Jets, and he outran everybody.
43-12 is the score now. Bulldogs up over White Oak. When you need help with your insurance coverage, where do you go? A website? An automated service center? Not if you come to Brown Rig Insurance Agency. Brown Rig is your hometown independent insurance agent, so you receive personal, knowledgeable service and advice from someone you know and someone you trust. Call Brown Rig Insurance at 903-938-8888 or visit their website, brownrigins.com. A lot of offense first half by the Bulldogs. Logan Ladwig will be deep for the Roughnecks. Number 11, he's been getting most of the carries on these kickoffs. Last kick was a little shorter by Rivers. We'll see if he goes down the left-hand side. And here it is, a little pooch kick down the middle. That's going to be handled by number 13, Dylan Sanchez. And he's going to get it up to the 43-yard line of the Roughnecks. Be 1st and 10. 3:45 remaining in the second quarter. So Cameron Williams, the beast, getting it done on the ground for the Bulldogs. How many yards does he have so far?
151 yards on the night. 3 touchdowns.
9 carries?
9 carries.
Wow.
And let's see if the Bulldog defense can adjust to stop the passing game.
They're going to go up the middle with Maxted. He's going to just shy of the first down, maybe by half a yard. Decent run. Second and short now for the Roughnecks. Snap. Maxted gets it again around the left-hand side. He's met by number 17, Amron Bruce of the Bulldogs.
Just enough for the first down.
Got it by half a yard. 1st and 10 now, Roughnecks.
He has 56 yards on 17 carries. A big workload for Maxted.
Ludlow looking to get the play from the sideline. Snap, he's going to hand off to Maxted once again, getting some decent yardage. Across the Bulldog 40, close to the 39-yard line. Amron Bruce in again on the stop for the Bulldogs. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. 2nd and short now for the Roughnecks. Jackson Ludlow, the quarterback for the Roughnecks, getting the play from the sideline. Hand off to Maxted again over the left-hand side. This time he is met, going nowhere. It's number 7, Coben Tomlinson, in on the stop for the Bulldogs. We got another Bulldog bail bond penalty. Something, I'm not sure what happened out there. Flag away from the play. Looks like they're going to mark it off against the Bulldogs.
And Coach Jefferson has a problem with this one.
Play was over with. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Number 53. Yeah.
Number 53 is Alex Xavier Pryor. Bulldogs don't need to give up a score here right before halftime.
Nope.
But that's 1st and 10 for the Roughnecks. Now we got another flag. This is going to be on Coach Jefferson on the sideline, I believe.
And they are pointing at him.
Or it might have been Coach Young.
Barbara Smith. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the bench. That is the coach's first unsportsmanlike conduct.
And they called it on the coaches.
Stephen Young is just irate over here on the sideline. I don't know if they got... Coach Jefferson was talking with the refs, and then Young came up behind him. I'm not sure which one. It really doesn't matter. It was against the coaches, so timeout Bulldogs. They're going to cool down and regroup, I guess, right here before halftime. Try not to give up another score. Well, I'll tell you what. Maybe these coaches, hey, if you made a mistake and had a penalty flag thrown on you in the game of life, if so, call the guys at Bulldog Bail Bonds, locally owned and providing fast service. Also, credit is available. Call Ken or John at 903-665-1123 or 800-317-1123. Available 24 hours daily. Bulldog Bail Bonds is a proud supporter of Jefferson Bulldog football. This second quarter is being brought to you by Riverside Bank of Jefferson.
Yeah, 2 big 15-yard penalties back-to-back has put the Jefferson defense back up against the wall.
Something you don't want to do with 2 minutes remaining in the half.
No, you do not want to give the other team momentum right before the half. Because then you just go to the locker room and you let that momentum sink in.
So 1st and 10 now for the Roughnecks. Ball's at the 12-yard line. Drops back to pass, looking. There's the throw towards the corner of the end zone. And is that? Nope, that's incomplete. I thought he picked it off. That was Tomias Taylor with the coverage.
No, at best he came down out of bounds with it. Let's check this replay real quick.
Good throw right to the pylon in the corner. Oh, that's close.
Yeah, the ball just falls harm. Yeah, it is close.
He caught it. He said he stepped out of bounds.
Right. You need to get one down, but if you come down out of bounds.
So 2nd and 10 now for the Roughnecks. Jackson Ludlow is the quarterback. Takes the snap, hands off to Maxted up the middle. He's not getting anything out of that one. They need to blow the whistle. Oh, throw the flag. There you go.
Somebody, lots of flags coming in on that one.
You can't take your helmet off. Get your helmet back on.
He's going to have to come out of the game for a play, but what happened that started that?
That was a late hit. Play was over, and one of the Roughnecks just came in and leveled somebody on the Bulldogs.
That's what I thought I saw.
That'll bring 15 against White Oak. Going to push them back now after gaining some momentum.
Yeah, that is the wrong way to cause your team to lose momentum. It's just a foolish play like that. And that's the best way to describe it, foolish. You've got to keep your temper. Football is a rough game, but you let yourself get out of hand, you're going to hurt your team.
And they're talking about it, but I mean that was obvious what that
when they're
call
talking
was.
When they're talking about it like that,
maybe an ejection.
That's what I was about to say. It's a conference.
And that drew 3 yellow flags from all over.
And they're deciding what to do. But they've got to keep this game under control.
Yeah, I think we're ready to get the call.
Personal foul, number 13, offense. Personal foul, number 50, defense. Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 55, defense.
Wow.
Okay. 3 different unsportsmanlikes called.
So all kind of stuff happening all over the field. We missed 2 of them. I seen the personal foul against White Oak, but they called one against the Bulldogs and then unsportsmanlike against the Bulldogs. So we'll see where they're going to have this thing spotted. They're going to take one of them, probably get the
Here's some more explanation.
Second down.
So what was that?
The ball sounded like the ball was going to remain at the previous spot, second down.
It sounded like the 2 personal fouls offset, but they were going to enforce the unsportsmanlike. I guess we're just going to have to wait and see where they're going to spot this thing before we get going.
Yeah, the referee is talking to the Jefferson defense, explaining something, probably about where he's going to put the ball.
Well, Maxted got held up, and he went nowhere. He actually took a loss on the play, so.
Yeah, he just got back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, I think we're.
Here comes one more explanation.
Down is third down.
Third down, I don't know if the ball.
First down, I think he said. We'll see what the chains say.
Because that was second down.
Right.
So if there's a penalty enforced, they will get a first down. But if not, it should be third down. And they're leaving the ball back here at the 23-yard line. Unless they're going to mark something off. I guess we're just going to have to wait. Now, let's see, he picked up. Yeah, now they're going to move the ball and mark off the unsportsmanlike. And that'll give them the first down. So that moves it down to about the 12-yard line.
Third down.
What?
Okay, third down.
A lot going on that one, Greg. I'm not sure.
Yeah, 3 different penalties, and they finally figured out how they were going to enforce it all.
But hey, we're going to take the 3rd and 10. Ludlow out to throw around the right side, looking to throw, and that one is batted down, incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th and 10 now for White Oak. That play will stop the clock. 1:39 remaining in the second quarter. And Ludlow stays out on the field. 4th and 10. Looking to get the play from the sideline. And what do we got? Timeout?
Coaches are coming out on the field, and they have called timeout.
Timeout on the field. Second timeout.
Johnson Collision on Highway 49 West isn't just where you go when you want to get your car or truck repaired after getting banged up. It's also the collision repair place that's teaching junior high students the skills needed to work in a shop after graduation. A hands-on education and attention to detail when they repair your ride. Call them to learn more at 903-665-2233 right here in Jefferson. Out on Highway 49, Mike and Lou Ann Johnson. Quality work. So 4th and 10 for the Roughnecks. Trying to wind this second quarter down. This first half has taken a while, I think. Let's see, where are we at? It is 8:23, almost an hour and a half in the first half.
Yeah, it did slow down here at the last half of the second quarter.
It was moving pretty good, but then the penalties kicked in.
Right.
So here we go, 4th and 10 now for the Roughnecks. High snap, rolls out to the right side. Looking to throw. He's got pressure coming behind him. There is the throw, and it's going to be
intercepted.
No. Deflected. I think he caught it for the touchdown.
Oh.
That was number 11, Logan Ladwig. Deflected.
Now let's watch this. Yes, let's watch this again. I thought the Jefferson player came down with it. Here's the ball thrown.
Intercepted.
Oh, it was deflected.
Well, I tell you what. 1:31 left. And the 2-point conversion is going to be no good.
Yeah, that's what they call the tip drill. Ball gets tipped, and you're supposed to react to it and grab it before it hits the ground. That's what White Oak did there. And ends up as a touchdown.
So that makes it 43-18 now. Man, what a wild ending to this first half. I thought that was intercepted. I mean,
I did too. I called it prematurely. It's a little bit dark over in that corner of the end zone.
Yeah, bounced. I don't know if it bounced off his chest or off his hands.
I thought his hands, but...
and number 11, Logan Ladwig, was just in the right spot.
Right there, reacted to it, and got it before it hit the ground. Like I said, the old tip drill.
So let's see what the Roughnecks have planned on this kickoff.
They pulled a switcheroo on the last one. Had one player fake that he was going to kick it, and a different one actually did kick it.
And here's the onside attempt. And recovered by number 9, Anthony Flannery for the Bulldogs. Well, they're going to have it 1st and 10 with 1:30 remaining in the second quarter. Plenty of time left for the Bulldogs to score again. This one's going to be spotted right at midfield.
So we will see what the Bulldog offense can do after being on the sidelines for a little bit as far as chronological time because of all the penalties and play stoppage on that last drive for White Oak. But once again, you give that ball to Cam Williams, he can take it on any play.
Taylor's going to roll out to the left side. He's got a man open. That was Jermaine Hopkins Jr., but it was overthrown, incomplete. That'll stop the clock with 1:25 left. Brings up 2nd and 10 now for the Bulldogs. I think we just need to work the beast here. Let the beast do his thing. See if he could break one again. Taylor looking to throw again. Little slip screen over to Chris Love. He's got some room up the middle. Now cutting out to the right side. Has a blocker. Makes a man miss. To the 30. To the 20. One man to beat. He makes a move, and that's a touchdown. 50 yards.
He got the block and got it to the end zone. A 50-yard touchdown.
And just like that, 2 plays later, it's another score for the Bulldogs.
Just that much explosiveness on the offense for the Bulldogs.
Brings out Dominic Rivers for the PAT try. Moose Carter will be the holder. Here's the snap. Low snap. Moose Carter takes it again, looking to throw. He's going to have to work some magic because he is under all kind of pressure. And he's just going to take it out of bounds. So that 2-point conversion try is no good. (49-18) is the score now.
With 1:09 left in this second quarter.
A wild second quarter. A lot of scoring. A lot of penalties too, Greg. You know, right there on that one drive, things got a little out of control there.
Yes.
Personal fouls, unsportsmanlike. A lot happening on the far side of the field. So Dominic Rivers will have it teed up for the Bulldogs. Back deep for the Roughnecks is number 11, Logan Ladwig. Tyson McKinney also back deep. And here's the kick from Rivers, deep kick. This is going to be number 11, Logan Ladwig, who fumbles the ball but recovers it. And brought down by the Bulldogs inside the 20. Be spotted at the 19-yard line of the Roughnecks, where they'll have it 1st and 10.
Looking to see how many more passes that White Oak will have a chance to throw here.
You know, they were really moving the ball, throwing it, and then they went back to the run with Maxted and haven't really produced anything.
No.
Except, yardage off of penalties.
Right. Then they threw that one pass that was deflected and just bounced the right way for them.
Maxted once again on the carry. Met by number 53 of the Bulldogs. That's Alex Xavier Pryor. Clock is now running under a minute left in the first half.
Yeah, the one thing that running will do is run the clock.
Ball is spotted at the 20. 2nd and 9 now for the Roughnecks.
Maxted has a lot of carries here in the first half, 21 carries, but only 65 yards to show for it.
Hands off again to Maxted. He's got a little running room, stiff arm, and he is across the 30 to about the 34-yard line. That'll be a 1st down for the Roughnecks. And that should take us.
And there's the half.
Well, they did get the play off. Quick pass out to number 14. It's Gavin Sipes. He's going to get about 5 yards on that pass play. But after the first half, your Jefferson Bulldogs lead the White Oak Roughnecks 49-18. We're going to have a word from our sponsors real quick, and we'll be right back with some scoring summary and some quick stats for you. Take it away for us, Jay.
What you hear. Don't be fooled. Not all insurance policies are created equal. Purchase a cut rate policy online now and you may be in for an unpleasant surprise later. As an independent agent, I can offer benefits you can't get from any website. Expert advice and counseling, personal services, and a choice of coverage from quality carriers like Central Insurance. Contact us at Brown Rig Insurance Agency so we can bring more value to your coverage. Call 903-938-8888 or find us online, www.brownrigins.com. Hey, did you see that touchdown? No, I guess I missed it. I really need to go get my eyes checked. I just don't know where to go. Go see Dr. Sheila Lane Bartels at Maxim Eyes. Their staff has the best customer service in East Texas. You walk in and see a bunch of friendly faces and the wide variety of frames they have, ranging from women's, men's, kids, and even designer frameware. They have everything you need. Plus, they have contacts and sunglasses. You will be seeing every touchdown after you see her. Call and make your eye appointment now with Dr. Sheila at 903-665-2020, located at 108 North Walnut, Jefferson, Texas.
Have you made a mistake and had a penalty flag thrown on you in a game of life? If so, call the guys at Bulldog Bail Bonds. We are locally owned and you get fast service. Credit is available. Call Ken and John at 903-665-1123 or at 800-317-1123. Available 24 hours daily. Bulldog Bail Bonds is a proud supporter of Jefferson Bulldog football. We will be there to help every time that penalty flag is thrown.
Timeout.
right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
When Mother Nature sends her hordes of pests and bugs at you, call Patterson Pest Control, owned and operated by Marion County's Sheila Kendrick. Sheila's pesticide business has grown to cover 17 East Texas counties, but her sales and technician staff know the roads around here. Termites, bedbugs, fleas, rodents, ew. They put the cuffs on pests so you can rest. Call 903-799-9138.
Welcome back, Bulldog fans. We're going to go through a quick scoring summary. A lot to talk about. It was all Bulldogs in the first quarter. 9:47 left in the first. It was Cameron Williams, the Beast, with a 12-yard run. PAT by Dominic Rivers was good, 7-0 Bulldogs. 6:44 in the first quarter. It was through the air. Tomias Taylor to number 11, Travis Gray Jr. for 29 yards. PAT was good, 14-0. Then with 4:15 left in the first, it was Tomias Taylor to Chris Love, 46 yards through the air. The PAT by Dominic Rivers was good. First quarter ended 21-0 Jefferson. Then in the second quarter, 11:45, it was White Oak's first score. That was Jackson Ludlow to number 11, Logan Ladwig, 29 yards. The two-point conversion was no good. 21-6 was the score. And with 10 minutes left, it was Tomias Taylor to Jakiri Johnson, 40-yard pass. The two-point conversion by Moose Carter was good, brought it to 29-6 Jefferson. Then 7:40 left in the second. It was the Beast, Cameron Williams, going 42 yards. PAT by Dominic Rivers was good, 36-6. Then White Oak gets back on the board. It was Jackson Ludlow to number 14, Gavin Sipes, 11-yard TD pass. Two-point conversion was no good, 36-12. Then Cameron Williams takes it 64 yards with 3:50 left in the second quarter, 43-12. 1:31 left in the second quarter. Jackson Ludlow to Logan Ladwig, 11 yards. The two-point conversion was no good, 43-18. Then with 1:09 left in the second quarter, Tomias Taylor to Chris Love, 50 yards. Dominic Rivers' PAT was no good, 49-18, and that's where we are at halftime. What do you have for stats for us, Greg?
Well, for Jefferson, through the air, 6 completions on 8 attempts for 182 yards, just some big plays through the air, and 4 touchdowns. On the ground, Jefferson's gained 159 yards for 3 touchdowns. And the Beast, Cameron Williams, has got 9 carries for 151 of those yards. For White Oak, through the air, they're only 7 for 22 and 93 yards, but 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. On the ground, 82 yards rushing on 23 carries.
Most of that has been done by 32 Caleb Maxted for the.
That's right. Maxted has all but 1 carry for White Oak.
And some scores around the area just to get you caught up. It is Tatum over Gladewater at halftime, 34-21. Atlanta's over Sabine, 24-14. Pottsboro over Bonham, 56-0. Winsboro, 30-0 over Mount Vernon. Clyde is over Vernon, 34-7. Queen City over Wascom, 20-13. And Malakoff over Teague, 21-0. So those are all halftime scores, and we are just about ready to go into our halftime program. So stick around. Mr. J. Patrick has some stuff for us, and we'll be back here shortly.
The Bulldog Buzz. where you get the latest buzz on the Dogs. Varsity Volleyball. Our Jefferson High School varsity volleyball team kicked off their season about 7 weeks ago. Our varsity girls have spent dedicated hours to be able to perform the way they do. You can see just how hard our girls work in these live-action shots. Go see our varsity volleyball girls at their next few upcoming games on Friday, October 13th against Troop at home at 4:30, and Tuesday, October 17th against West Rusk at home at 4:30. Come out and support our Lady Dogs. And a special thank you to Laura Allen Photography for the amazing volleyball pictures. Jefferson High School's varsity cross country. Our boys and girls cross country team compete and meet every week. They spend their mornings before school practicing for that one day of competition. These runners have put in the time and dedication to get to where they are now. These past few meets, majority of our runners have improved on our times. Our Jefferson High School's varsity cross country season has came to an end, but we will see y'all next year. And last but not least, this is what your Jefferson Bulldogs Friday Night Lights consist of. First up, we have our Jefferson High School Strutters. Next up, we have our Jefferson High School Cheerleaders. And our Jefferson High School Band. Your JHS Color Guard. And last but not least, we have our varsity football boys. What you hear. Don't be fooled. Not all insurance policies are created equal. Purchase a cut rate policy online now and you may be in for an unpleasant surprise later. As an independent agent, I can offer benefits you can't get from any website. Expert advice and counseling, personal services, and a choice of coverage from quality carriers like Central Insurance. Contact us at Brown Rig Insurance Agency so we can bring more value to your coverage. Call 903-938-8888 or find us online, www.brownrigins.com. Hey, did you see that touchdown? No, I guess I missed it. I really need to go get my eyes checked. I just don't know where to go. Go see Dr. Sheila Lane Bartels at Maxim Eyes. Their staff has the best customer service in East Texas. You walk in and see a bunch of friendly faces and the wide variety of frames they have, ranging from women's, men's, kids, and even designer frameware. They have everything you need. Plus, they have contacts and sunglasses. You will be seeing every touchdown after you see her.
Call and make your eye appointment now with Dr. Sheila at 903-665-2020, located at 108 North Walnut, Jefferson, Texas.
Have you made a mistake and had a penalty flag thrown on you in a game of life? If so, call the guys at Bulldog Bail Bonds. We are locally owned and you get fast service. Credit is available. Call Ken and John at 903-665-1123 or at 800-317-1123. Available 24 hours daily. Bulldog Bail Bonds is a proud supporter of Jefferson Bulldog football.
And welcome back, Bulldog fans. We are going to put the spotlight on the Jefferson Marching Band for you. We'll be back after they finish their halftime performance. So here you go, the Jefferson Bulldog Band.
Jefferson graduates joining us tonight. Leading the band on the field is senior drum major and this year's band beau, Luis Gomez. Homecoming band sweetheart is senior Peyton Burkett. Tonight, the band continues its 2023 performance season with its show, The Haunted Music Box. We hope you enjoy listening to music from Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake and Saint-Saëns' Danse Bacchanal. Listen for soloist Opal Stevens on flugelhorn. Section of the week is the trumpet section. Band member of the week is sophomore clarinet player Kalina Jeffley. Guard member of the week is Madison Davidson. Welcome to the field for their halftime performance, the Jefferson High School Strutters. The Strutter officers, Captain Carson Bolick, First Lieutenant Carly Bolick, Second Lieutenant Madison Davidson. Strutter of the week is Jocelyn Gomez. Tonight, the Strutters will perform to the AC/DC hit, Thunderstruck. Jefferson Bulldog Band is under the direction of Mr. Shannon Hensley, Mr. Daniel Hensley, and Mrs. Kaylee Hensley. The color guard is directed by Mr. Joshua Robinson, and our starter sponsor is Mrs. Lisa Robinson. Thank you, and go Bulldogs!
Well, I tell you what, Greg, a wild first half of this game against the White Oak Roughnecks. Give us your critique of the halftime festivities.
Well, both bands are getting ready for contest. They both still have some work to do. I'll give this one to Jefferson this week. And I am really impressed with the growth, seeing this band once a week and just seeing how well they've come along from the start of the year until now, especially the trumpet section.
Good deal. That's what I wanted to hear. So the Bulldogs just about ready to come back on the field after halftime. Had a lot of penalties to end that first half. They're going to try and sort that out and get that corrected and keep these guys a little bit cooler, keep their heads about them and not make stupid mistakes. You know, that one play we gave back-to-back 30 yards, on personal fouls and unsportsmanlike penalties.
You can't afford to do that when you want to win close games.
Yeah.
It's not a close game here yet, but it's not over either.
But, Greg, I had a feeling coming into this, just the way White Oak's been playing and the way we've been playing. We had that week off, and I thought, man, if we're going to have a week where we're going to slip up a little bit, I bet it's going to be this week. And luckily, it's only 18 points that we're looking at. And White Oak's been going for 2-point conversions after each touchdown, which they haven't converted one yet. But, you convert that's another 6 points, and that makes this game a whole lot closer. But then once again, once that Bulldog offense gets out there, one play and it's a touchdown.
The Bulldog offense can score from anywhere on the field on any play.
And can score quickly, and they're going to get the ball to start this second half.
That's right. And so we are going to see the Bulldogs just try to keep their composure, and what can they do in this second half?
The halftime report was brought to you by Riverside Bank of Jefferson. Halftime showcase featuring the Strutters, Color Guard, and the Mighty Bulldog Marching Band was brought to you by Edward Jones Investments. That's my buddy, Mr. Joey Romano. Go see him for all your financial needs. And real quick, around the area, a couple games I want to mention. Tatum is over Gladewater 34-21. Atlanta's over Sabine 24-14. Malakoff 21-0 over Teague. Sulphur Springs 21 over Community. Carthage 35, Canton 0.
And
little pooch kick. We got to get on that thing.
Yeah, you can't let
Look at this down here again.
You cannot let that happen. Once that ball goes 10 yards, it's anybody's ball. And
they got it.
They are celebrating like they got it. This is not a punt. It's not downed if they touch it. It's theirs if they get it.
That little pooch kick over that front line is deadly. Somebody has got to get on that ball.
They've got to have their heads in the game. And that's not having your head in the game, letting them get to the ball first and get it.
Well, that's spotted at the 40-yard line of the Bulldogs, so excellent field position for the Roughnecks to start this second half. Down 49-18. We'll see what they're going to come out doing. Jackson Ludlow is the quarterback for the Roughnecks, and he's going to he's going to throw. That's a little low. That pass was intended for number 23, Tyson.
And did I see a flag on that play?
Yes, there's one right in the middle of the field. Bulldog bail bond penalty to start this second half. Holding against the Roughnecks. Let's back them up 10 and go 1st and 20.
Holding penalty against the Roughnecks.
So a lot of penalties to end that first half, and now we're starting off again.
To the 50-yard line. Remain first down.
Ball's backed up to the 50-yard line. Maxted is in the backfield with Ludlow. And he drops back to pass. He's going to release it quick. He's going deep and way
overthrows
overthrown.
Everybody.
Daniel Smith was defending on the play for the Bulldogs. If anybody had a shot at it, he did.
Is incomplete. Second down.
Second down and 20 now for the Roughnecks. Let's see, third quarter actions being brought to you by Johnson Collision. Mike and Lou Ann Johnson out on Highway 49. Give them a shout if you have a little fender bender. They'll get you fixed up and back on the road looking brand new. Second and long now. Maxted up the middle. He's got some running room. And he's going to take it close to the 40-yard line. About to the 41-yard line, a gain of 9. That's going to bring up 3rd and 11 now for the Roughnecks.
Stop by number 8, Travis Harris Jr. Third down and long for Roughnecks.
Ludlow's going to pause and look to the sideline. Get the play.
White Oak calls their plays via signals from the sideline.
Handoff up the middle, now to the right side. He's going to have the first down and more. And he's going to take it close to the 5-yard line.
Looking for where they're going to mark it.
Yeah, that started at the 41.
Down to the 6. 35 yards.
Decent run. Maxted again on the run, but this time he's brought down by Moose Carter from the backside for no gain. Bring up 2nd and goal. I tell you what, when he gets in the open field, we've said it before, he is hard to bring down.
Yeah, he is a big back, and once he gets up ahead of steam, it's tough to bring him down. And the Bulldogs have been on their game tonight to keep him bottled up. But he got loose on that 35-yard carry.
Maxted is a senior.
And he's had a lot of work tonight. He's carried the ball 25 times for 123 yards.
That's a lot of work. And here's that corner pass. That's going to be overthrown. He did catch it, but no, he dropped it. But he was out of bounds anyway. That's going to bring up 3rd and goal for the Roughnecks.
But that's what you teach a young quarterback. Throw it to the spot. Trust your receiver to get it.
Yeah, that receiver hasn't even entered the end zone yet, and he's
already
throwing it right
ball
to that back pylon. Knows where that receiver's supposed to get to.
And they've worked it out in practice about how long he's got for the ball to get there.
Puts a man in motion. That's going to be Maxted over the right side. He's going to be stopped inside the 5, I believe. We're going to bring up, they've got him right at the 5. So 4th and goal now for the Roughnecks. 9:54 in the 3rd quarter.
And already at this point in the game, they are forced to go for it if they want to win.
Need a big stop here by that Bulldog defense.
Time to be a brick wall.
Maxted's going to take it himself. Did we get a flag on that? He did not get it.
There was movement before the ball snapped. He didn't get in.
That's going to turn over on downs, and the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. But they are backed up deep in their own territory. But let's see, they're going to put that thing at the
2-yard line.
Well, in between the 1 and the 2, about the 1.5. So,
the nose of the ball.
At least 98 yards to go for the Bulldogs.
Well, there was that one Monday night football game where the Cowboys had it on the 1-yard line. They had 10 men on the field, but they handed it to Tony Dorsett.
And he went the distance.
I'm not sure what the school record for longest play from scrimmage is here, but they could certainly give it to Cameron Williams and let him go.
Tight formation, hands off to Williams, and he's got plenty of room. There you go. There you go. He is going to take it the distance. 98 yards for the maximized touchdown.
Oh!
And a little extra right there at the end, but 98 yards.
Tried to knock it away.
Wow.
Handoff goes 98 yards for the Bulldogs score.
And on 10 carries, that puts Cameron up to 249 yards and 4 touchdowns.
It just takes one play for Cameron Williams, the beast.
Like I said, anywhere on the field. And yeah, we talked about that one NFL play right before he did the exact same thing.
There's the kick, and it is good.
And the extra point is good. Now new score, Jefferson 57, White Oak 18.
Record is 99. Is he the only one?
So 57-18, Bulldogs up, 9:13 left in the third. 98 yards, Cameron the Beast Williams goes the distance. One play is all it takes.
That's right. Like we said, these Jefferson Bulldogs can score on any play from anywhere on the field.
So back deep for the Roughnecks once again is number 11, Logan Ladwig, and number 5, Tyson McKinney. Dominic Rivers will tee it up for the Bulldogs.
Ready for the kickoff. Rivers kicks it deep.
It's going to go to number 11, Logan Ladwig. Avoids his tackle there, takes it around the right side and gets across the 35-yard line. Ball's going to be spotted right at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Roughnecks. 9:05 left in the third quarter.
On the 37.
Oh, they did move it up. Okay. 1st and 10 from the 37. Well, I tell you what, how lucky are you to have a weapon like Cameron Williams in your backfield?
That is one awesome back.
Maxted with the carry up the middle. Short gain.
Looks like 2 yards there.
What does he have, 249?
Yes, 249 yards on 10 carries.
Ludlow looking to throw. He's got a man wide open once again, and he dropped it. That was number 11, Logan Ladwig. Just found that seam right between them two defenders once again. They have got to tighten that up. I think he got between Chris Love and
we're going to watch this replay here.
Jakiri Johnson, I believe. Yeah, number 4, number 3. Let's see, that's 3rd down, so 3rd and 8 now for the Roughnecks. Maxted gets the carry, and he's got some room. He's going to have the 1st down and more. Still on his feet, brought down by number 19, Joshua Biddle of the Bulldogs, right to midfield. It's going to give the Roughnecks a 1st down. So the Roughnecks kind of mixing it up between the pass and run and doing a decent job of keeping the Bulldogs on their heels. Handoff again to Maxted around the right side. Short gain. It's going to be brought down by number 53, Xavier Pryor for the Bulldogs. Going to bring up 2nd and 9.
Bring up 2nd down and long for the Roughnecks.
Waiting to get the play in from the sideline. Jackson Ludlow, the quarterback for White Oak. Number 23 split to the left is Tyson McLean. Maxted gets the carry, but he is met quickly in the backfield by number 53, Xavier Pryor, once again for the Bulldogs in on the stop. About 3rd and 12 now for the Roughnecks. 6:44 and counting in the third quarter. And I think White Oak's going to call a timeout. Try and get the right play in on this 3rd and 12 for the Roughnecks.
Timeout. White Oak.
Well, no matter what you hear, don't be fooled. Not all insurance policies are created equal. Purchase a cut rate policy online now, and you may be in for an unpleasant surprise later. As an independent agent, Brown Rig Insurance can offer benefits you can't get from any website. Expert advice, personal service, and choice of coverages from quality carriers. Contact Brown Rig Insurance to get more value in your coverage. Call 903-938-8888 or see them online at brownrigins.com.
And just looking for one bit of stats tonight. Cameron Williams came in, according to Max Preps, with 864 yards on the season.
No, he just went
with
over.
249 yards tonight already. He is over 1,000 yards for the season.
And we are in, what, the 6th game? And we missed a game with
right
decap. Ludlow scrambling out to the right, just throws up a prayer, and that is going to be intercepted by the Bulldogs. Let's see, is that... That was Moose Carter with the interception. So the Bulldogs are going to take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And the Moose calls going up for
Mr. Judson Carter, better known as the Moose. Give me a little bit of the field mic in here. That's it. That's good.
and a long
and
pass.
Long pass, and broken up
Batted
at the last
away.
second. That was intended for number 24, Jermaine Hopkins Jr.
Number 24, Jermaine Hopkins, is incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 now for the Bulldogs.
Defending on the play, number 5, Tyson McKinney for the Roughnecks.
Jermaine is a speedy receiver, and he got deep, but the ball just didn't quite get to him. It got batted away.
Taylor's going to hand off to Williams around the right side. Now he's going to cut back, looking for a block. And he's just going to go down. He's going to take a pretty big loss on this one.
Of about 10 yards.
But he didn't have anywhere to go. That's going to bring up 3rd and long now for the Bulldogs. 5:49 left in the third and counting.
For the Bulldogs at the 22-yard line.
See what the call will be here from Coach Jefferson, if we're going to put this in the air or just keep it on the ground. Play clock down to 9, counting. Taylor drops back to pass. Looking to throw. He's going to go deep. He's got a man open. That is Jermaine Hopkins Jr. Stays on his feet. He's got one man to beat, but he's got the angle. Still on his feet. He's going to get in. That's a touchdown.
He did not want to go down there and took it all the way to the house. 78 yards.
78 yards. With 5:01 on the clock. For the maximized touchdown.
That is Taylor's 5th touchdown pass on the night.
That'll bring on Dominic Rivers for the PAT attempt. Moose Carter will be the holder. The snap is down. The kick is up. And it is good. So that's going to make the Jefferson Bulldogs 64. White Oak 18. Well, I tell you what, the defender had the angle on him, but just couldn't bring him down.
Got his hands on him.
Yeah, Hopkins
but
said, I'm going
would
in.
Not go down. He wanted that touchdown, and he got it.
And that was his first of the night, wasn't it, for
Yes, his
Jermaine?
First.
And how many through the air for Taylor?
That is 5 touchdowns through the air. 4 on the ground. 9 touchdowns for the night. This Bulldog team is just showing how explosive they can be in the second half.
5:01 left in the third quarter. Rivers has it teed up for the Bulldogs. And back deep is number 11, Logan Ladwig. Number 5, Tyson McKinney for the Roughnecks. And here's the kick down the middle. Actually to the left. That's going to be number 21, Jonathan Farnham. Reversing field, breaking a couple tackles. Gets out across the 20, close to the 25. We'll wait for the spot. It'll be 1st and 10, Roughnecks.
And he's stopped by number 15 for the Bulldogs, Daniel Smith. It'll be Roughnecks football, 1st down and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
At the 24.
Yeah, it's going to come out to the 24. 1st and 10, Roughnecks.
24-yard line.
Let's see how many times they give it to Maxted.
And he gets it up the middle. But he's met by Coben Tomlinson. He's going to have a short gain.
And out to number 32.
It's only his 32nd carry on the night.
Wow.
And he's stopped.
And we got a Bulldog with a cramp.
Short gain on the play, 2nd down for the Roughnecks, and an injury timeout.
Well, the next time you have an outside project or planning a big event, be sure to prepare for all your needs. The folks at Porta John are happy to fix you up with the outdoor conveniences anytime you need them. Porta John has everything from simple portable restrooms to handicapped accessible facilities and hand wash stations. They can even provide air-conditioned or heated restroom trailers for your next big event. give them a call at 903-665-7449 or go online at portajohn.com. Portajohn, where services make the differences. Portajohn proudly supports the Bulldogs and the JHS Strutters. A couple quick scores. Atlanta over Sabine in the third, 41-21. Tatum still over Gladewater, 34-21. In the third, Clyde over Vernon, 48-14. Halftime score still 34-21 is Tatum over Gladewater. That's probably well into the third by now. We'll keep you updated on that one. Mount Pleasant's over Marshall, 10-0. Carthage over Canton, 35-0.
And here we go, second and about 7.
Jackson Ludlow hands off to Maxted up the middle. Short gain.
And out to number 32.
Maxted has been the workhorse for the Roughnecks tonight.
33 carries.
That's going to be spotted at the 31-yard line. He's going to need about a long three to get the first down. Just over 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. And the snap is going to hand off to Maxted again. He's going to be short of the first down. That is Kristen Bowman in on the stop. A couple other Bulldogs there to clean it up. That's going to bring up 4th and 3 now for the Roughnecks. And they're going to line up as if they're going to punt. Moose Carter will be deep along with Chris Love for the Bulldogs. Jackson Ludlow will be the punter. There's the snap. There's the kick. Moose Carter takes it, breaks a tackle, cuts outside across the 50 into Roughneck territory.
Kickoff received by number 10, Jefferson Carter. He's not bound by number.
Going to have it marked at the 46-yard line of the Roughnecks. Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10.
Bulldogs football, first down and 10 at the Roughneck 46.
Just over 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Third quarter actions being brought to you by Johnson Collision, located on Highway 49. Cameron Williams still in the backfield alongside of Tamias Taylor. Handoff goes to Williams over the left side, cuts back to the middle, looking for a gap, and he's going to be brought down for a decent gain.
And out to number 5, Cam Williams.
And we've got a Roughneck player down.
This one looks like a cramp.
Yeah, these guys have been
Been
out there for a while.
Bulldogs at the 41. Injury timeout.
Well, if you didn't see that last touchdown, you may need to go have your eyes checked. You might need to go see Dr. Sheila Lang-Bartels at Maximize in downtown Jefferson. Her staff provides the best customer service in East Texas. They have a wide variety of frames, women's, men's, kids, and designer frames too. Maximize has everything you need for your family eye care, including contacts and sunglasses. You will be seeing every touchdown now after you see her. Call Dr. Sheila at 903-665-2020, 108 North Walnut Street in downtown Jefferson. And Hometown Banking. It's the kind of business where you work with your neighbors. Neighbors like you find at Riverside Bank of Jefferson. Mr. Lee Haggard and his staff return the kind of service your parents and grandparents remember with all the features of a 21st century bank. Visit the bank at 371 South Walcott, that's Highway 59, Riverside Bank of Jefferson, a division of First National Bank Trinity, equal housing lender, and member FDIC. And we're just about ready to return to action now. Second and 5 now for the Roughnecks.
For the Bulldogs.
Or Bulldogs, I'm sorry. Taylor looking to throw over the right side. He's got Anthony Flannery open, still fighting for some yardage. He's going to have the first down. The Patterson Pest Patrol first down. I probably missed a few of those. Move the chains. Ball down to the 27 now of the Roughnecks. Taylor hands off to Williams up the middle. There he goes. Goodbye. That is a maximized touchdown. 27 yards on the carry. That touchdown comes with 2:04 on the clock in the third quarter.
He now has 271 yards on 13 carries and 5 touchdowns.
Not a bad evening. Moose Carter will be the holder for Dominic Rivers on this PAT attempt.
Reset the play clock at 25 seconds. Started on my signal.
Here's the snap. Ball is down. Kick is up. Right down the middle. That PAT is good. Wow, 71 points.
And we're still only in the third quarter. 2 minutes, 4 seconds left.
Bulldog fans, if you're looking for a financial advisor that takes the time to really listen to you and your needs, that man is Mr. Joey Romano. When you work with Joey Romano, you're Jefferson Edward Jones financial advisor. He focuses on what's important to you. You'll work together and use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And you can partner long-term to help your strategy stay on track. Contact Joey today at 903-665-9965. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Number 6, Dominic Rivers. Back to receive for the Roughnecks, number 5, Tyson McKinney.
Rivers has the ball teed up at the 40. Here's the kick. That's going to be number 21 again, Jonathan Farnham of the Roughnecks. And he's going to be spun down inside the 20, where the Roughnecks are going to take over first and 10.
Number 21, Jonathan Farnham. And he's stopped by number 30 for the Bulldogs, Keyshawn Whitaker.
Is it the 18 or the 19?
Roughneck football, first down and 10.
19. Yeah, they're going to move it to the 18 now. Maybe. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
First and 10 for the Roughnecks. We've got 1:56 left in the third. Hand off to Maxted around the right side. Short gain.
Hand off to number 32, Caleb Maxted.
That was Alex Pryor in on the stop for the Bulldogs. He's been in on quite a few stops tonight.
Yes, this defense has a lot of players making solo tackles. Good tackling by this Jefferson defense.
But you know what I like to see, Greg, is like that when Alex Pryor had him wrapped up and then 3 or 4 other Bulldogs come in and clean it up.
Right. They swarm to the football.
That's right.
That has been a mark of this defense this year. They swarm to that football
Hand off to Maxted up the middle. He's going to have the first down for the Roughnecks.
And off to number 32, Caleb Maxted. And he's tackled by number 19 for the Bulldogs, Joshua Biddle.
First and 10 now for the Roughnecks.
First down and 10 at their own
Into the
31.
last minute of the third quarter. This third quarter is being brought to you by Johnson Collision.
It took them 3 plays to get that first down. That's the kind of drive that eats up a lot of the clock.
And here's a pass over the right side, and that's intercepted. Daniel Smith. No, Tobias Taylor, number 16, and he's got room to run. And he fumbled the ball. Oh, and the Roughnecks recovered the fumble. Oh, wow. A lot going on that play. Greg, I don't know if you can keep up with all that one. So he intercepted that in Bulldog territory and took it all the way down to the 32 and fumbled. There was a hit. Once again, I think it was a helmet right on the football, jarred it loose. And that's going to go back to the Roughnecks.
Yeah, that's the one thing you have to do is keep that ball under control. Don't let a helmet hit knock it out.
Yeah, so that was change of possession. Bulldogs had it and turned it over. So that's going to be a first down for.
It is first
White
down.
Oak.
That's correct. And the referees are meeting to decide something.
Yeah, I mean, that's clearly a change of possession with the interception. Let's listen to him.
Return. Personal foul. Legal blindside. 19 on the return team.
I didn't even see a penalty flag.
No, I didn't either.
But there was a Bulldog bail bonds penalty flag thrown for a blindside block. Called it a number 19. That's Joshua Biddle. So first and 10 now.
And that is 10 penalties against the Bulldogs tonight.
Yeah,
something they've got to take care of.
Yeah. And I think we've got a new quarterback in here, I believe. Let's see here. No, that's still Ludlow, number 2. I thought it was number 5. That goes to Maxted up the middle for a short gain.
1 yard on that play.
Christian Bowman. Short gain on the play, second down for the Roughnecks.
And that ends the third quarter with the Bulldogs 71, the White Oak Roughnecks 18.
71 and White Oak 18.
A lot of offense in that third quarter for the Bulldogs.
Yes. Especially that 98-yard run by the Beast.
Yep. Well, Greg, when Mother Nature sends her hordes of pests and bugs at you, you can only call Patterson Pest Patrol, owned and operated by Marion County Sheila Kendrick. That's Deke's daughter. Patterson Pest Patrol has grown to cover 17 counties all over East Texas. Her staff knows the roads around here. Fleas, termites, rodents, bed bugs. They put the cuffs on pests so you can rest. Call Sheila and her crew at 903-799-9138. They'll get you fixed up and get rid of all those pests.
Yes, they will. Have you made a mistake and had a penalty flag thrown on you in the game of life? If so, call the guys at Bulldog Bail Bonds. Locally owned and providing fast service. Credit is available. Call Ken or John at 903-665-1123 or at 800-317-1123. Available 24 hours daily. Bulldog Bail Bonds is a proud supporter of Jefferson Bulldog football. And here we go with the start of the fourth quarter.
And the give, once again, is to number 32, Caleb Maxted.
And now to number 32, Caleb Maxted. Short gain on the play. It'll bring up third down for the Roughnecks at 33.
And once again, they come up to the line, then they get their play signaled in from the sidelines.
So a final score now, Tatum over Gladewater 41-21 and Winsboro over Mount Vernon 44-0. Got a couple more to update you on. That's going to be number 11 around the left side, Logan Ladwig.
And on to number 11, Logan Ladwig.
Now in the fourth quarter, Sabine 31-24 over Atlanta. Pottsboro over Bonham 59-0. Queen City over Wascom 34-31. Malakoff 35-0 over Teague. Sulphur Springs over Community 34-0. So 4th and 8. Roughnecks are going to punt. Moose Carter back deep for the Bulldogs, standing about his 41. Here's the kick down the left side. Going to let that bounce and gets a decent roll. Inside the 30, about the 28-yard line is where the Bulldogs are going to take over 1st and 10. We are in the fourth quarter with 10:26 remaining. So Bulldogs going to look to add to this 71 on the scoreboard. Nice cool evening taking place. 68 degrees. Looking to get, I think I seen down in the 40s for a low tomorrow night. That's going to be nice. Good football weather for this weekend. And here come the Bulldogs, 1st and 10. And we got a flag, delay a game. Bulldog bail bond penalty comes flying out. Move it back 5 yards and make it 1st and 15.
And as the fourth quarter has started, the clock continues to run. 9 minutes, 50 seconds left. The Bulldogs are starting to celebrate a little bit on the sidelines.
This handoff is to number 18, Keelan Burton. Oh, and I think he tripped himself.
Just caught a toe on the AstroTurf.
Yeah. He sent him in motion. Coming from the left side, had a blocker out there.
30 yards on that play.
Yeah, I think he tripped himself on that one. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Now that was a Patterson Pest Patrol first down. That young man getting congratulated on the sidelines. This one is handoff to number 17, Amron Bruce. And he's going to be maybe a short gain.
1 yard on that carry.
Brings up 2nd and 9 now for the Bulldogs. Just over 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Taylor drops back to pass. He has a man open. That was number 4, Jakiri Johnson, but that one is dropped out in the flat. That'll bring up 3rd and 9 now for the Bulldogs. Going to keep the clock running here in the fourth quarter. Let's see what they've got dialed up on third down. Taylor takes a snap, drops back to pass. You got number 24, Jermaine Hopkins, just off his fingertips.
Just hit him in the worst place, the hands.
Going for the middle screen. That's going to bring up 4th and 9 now for the Bulldogs. Ball spotted at the Roughneck 40-yard line. Bulldogs are going to go for it here on 4th down. Taylor takes a snap, drops back, looking to throw. He's going to go deep over the middle, and he's going to overthrow everybody. That pass was intended for number 9, Anthony Flannery. And that's going to turn the ball over on downs to White Oak. Well, they'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. Clock still running at 6:30. Big night for the Bulldog offense.
All right, 10 touchdowns.
Hand off to Maxted up the middle. He's going to be stood up at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
And we're starting to see some players come off the field for Jefferson. Other players coming in to get some experience. That's all.
So 2nd and 9 now for the Roughnecks. Jackson Ludlow, the quarterback for the Roughnecks. Going to hand off around the left side to Logan Ladwig, and he goes nowhere.
No, he had a little trouble getting that handoff. And by the time he had control of it, the defense was just swarming all over him, looking to see how much he lost. That'll be a 4-yard loss.
Yeah, 4-yard on that carry, goes backwards. 3rd and 13 now for the Roughnecks. 4:40 and counting in the 4th quarter.
And it looks like Maxted has come out of the game.
He's had
39 carries.
Yeah, looking to throw here. This could be picked off, but Jakiri Johnson tripped and fell down. That pass was intended for number 14, Gavin Sipes. A little overthrown. Good coverage. Brings up 4th and 13 now for the Roughnecks. And back deep for Bulldogs is Chris Love. He's going to be standing on about his own 35. Jackson Ludlow back to punt for the Roughnecks. I think we've got a band war going on here. Both
the bands are trading songs here in the 4th quarter.
And there's the punt down the left side. And Chris Love's just going to let that one roll. And it's going to be downed at the 23-yard line of the Bulldogs, where they'll take over 1st and 10 with 3:31 and counting in the 4th quarter.
That is one feature about Texas high school football. The bands will trade songs in the 4th quarter.
That White Oak band is pretty powerful.
Yes, they are. They're a large band, especially for a 3A school.
Yep. So Tomias Taylor is still in at quarterback for the Bulldogs. And the bulldozer comes in. It's number 21, Kristen Bowman, in now. And he'll take the carry around the right side. There we go. And it takes a couple men to bring him down, but not Till he gets a Patterson Pest Patrol first down up to the 40-yard line.
Gain of 16 for the Bulldozer.
Move the chains. 2:30 and counting. Checking in late for the Bulldozers, Amron Bruce. And Bowman's got to get off the field. And he does.
He made it.
And that handoff goes to Bruce around the left side, but he's going to be met quickly for a loss. That's going to move the Bulldogs back a bit. 1:45 and counting in the game. Second and 12 now. Bulldogs are going to be content to take this all the way down and just run some time off. That goes to Bruce over the right side. Finds a hole. He's going to get a first down. That'll move the chains. It's a Patterson Pest Patrol first down. Cross midfield, 1st and 10 Bulldogs. Going under 1 minute to play now. Bruce did a good job breaking a couple tackles in there.
Yes, he did. These Bulldogs, all of these Bulldog backs are just powerful runners. They don't want to go down, and the defense is going to have to make them go down.
And Taylor's just going to take a knee, and that should do it.
Yes.
26 and counting. So, Bulldog fans, that's going to do it. Final score is going to be Jefferson Bulldogs 71, White Oak Roughnecks 18. We're going to take a little time to add up some stats for you. Stay with us. We'll be right back after these sponsor breaks.
White Oak Roughnecks 18.
What you hear. Don't be fooled. Not all insurance policies are created equal. Purchase a cut rate policy online now and you may be in for an unpleasant surprise later. As an independent agent, I can offer benefits you can't get from any website. Expert advice and counseling, personal services, and a choice of coverage from quality carriers like Central Insurance. Contact us at Brown Rig Insurance Agency so we can bring more value to your coverage. Call 903-938-8888 or find us online, www.brownrigins.com. Hey, did you see that touchdown? No, I guess I missed it. I really need to go get my eyes checked. I just don't know where to go. Go see Dr. Sheila Lane Bartels at Maxim Eyes. Their staff has the best customer service in East Texas. You walk in and see a bunch of friendly faces and the wide variety of frames they have, ranging from women's, men's, kids, and even designer frameware. They have everything you need. Plus, they have contacts and sunglasses. You will be seeing every touchdown after you see her. Call and make your eye appointment now with Dr. Sheila at 903-665-2020, located at 108 North Walnut, Jefferson, Texas.
Have you made a mistake and had a penalty flag thrown on you in a game of life? If so, call the guys at Bulldog Bail Bonds. We are locally owned and you get fast service. Credit is available. Call Ken and John at 903-665-1123 or at 800-317-1123. Available 24 hours daily. Bulldog Bail Bonds is a proud supporter of Jefferson Bulldog football. We will be there to help every time that penalty flag is thrown.
Timeout.
All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
When Mother Nature sends her hordes of pests and bugs at you, call Patterson Pest Control, owned and operated by Marion County's Sheila Kendrick. Sheila's pesticide business has grown to cover 17 East Texas counties, but her sales and technician staff know the roads around here. Termites, bedbugs, fleas, rodents, ew. They put the cuffs on pests so you can rest. Call 903-799-9138.
And welcome back, Bulldog fans. I'm going to run down the scoring summary from tonight's game. A lot of action in the first and second quarter, but first quarter belonged to the Bulldogs. Started off 9:47 on the clock. It's Cameron Williams going 12 yards for the touchdown. The PAT by Dominic Rivers was good. 7-0 Bulldogs. 6:44 in the first quarter. It's Tomias Taylor to number 11, Travis Gray Jr., 29 yards. Dominic Rivers with the PAT was good, 14-0 Bulldogs. 4:15 left in the first quarter. Tomias Taylor to Chris Love, 46 yards through the air. Dominic Rivers' PAT was good, 21-0. Then we take it into the second quarter. 11:45 on the clock. White Oak gets on the board. It's going to be Jackson Ludlow to Logan Ladwig for 29 yards. The two-point conversion was no good. 21-6 Bulldogs. 10-10 in the second. It's Tomias Taylor to Jakiri Johnson for 40 yards. The two-point conversion was good by Moose Carter. Brought it to 29-6. 7:40 in the second. Cameron Williams goes 42 yards. PAT by Dominic Rivers was good. 36-6 Bulldogs. 5:46 in the second quarter. It's Jackson Ludlow to Gavin Sipes, 11 yards through the air. Two-point conversion was no good, 36-12 Bulldogs. 3:50 on the clock. Cameron Williams goes 64 yards for the touchdown. PAT by Dominic Rivers was good, 43-12 Bulldogs. 1:31 left in the second. It is Jackson Ludlow to Logan Ladwig for the Roughneck touchdown, 11 yards. Two-point conversion was no good, 43-18 Bulldogs. 1:09 left in the second. Tomias Taylor to Chris Love, 50 yards through the air. PAT by Dominic Rivers was no good, 49-18. Then in the third quarter, it was all Bulldogs. Cameron Williams goes 98 yards. PAT by Dominic Rivers was good, brought us 57-18. 5:01 left. Tomias Taylor to Jermaine Hopkins Jr., 78 yards. PAT by Dominic Rivers was good, 64-18. Then 2:04 left in the third. Cameron Williams goes 27 yards. Rivers' PAT was good, 71-18. Bulldogs over the Roughnecks. And what do you have for individual stats there, Greg?
Got some team stats here real quick. Bulldogs had 339 yards rushing. Most of that came from Cameron Williams, who had 271 yards and 5 touchdowns. The Bulldogs also went 8 of 14 passing for 273 yards and 5 touchdowns. And for White Oak, they went 7 of 29 passing for 93 yards, but they did get 3 touchdowns out of it. Also, they threw 4 interceptions. Then on the ground, most of their work came from Maxted, but they had 165 yards on the ground, and that was in 42 carries. They ran the ball a lot, and as I say, most of it with Maxted, who had 39 of those 42 carries for 165 yards.
And let me just get you up to speed on a couple final scores here. Tatum over Gladewater, 41-21. And is that 37? What is this, Doug, right here?
Yeah, they went ahead 37-32.
37-32, Sabine over Atlanta. That's still in the fourth.
Yep.
That game is still going on. Pottsboro over Bonham, 56-0. Winsboro over Mount Vernon, 44-0. Vernon over Clyde, 60-36. Queen City loses to Wascom, 37-34. They led the majority of that game. Malakoff 35-0 over Teague. Sulphur Springs over Community, 34-0. Carthage big over Canton, 42-0. And Mount Pleasant is over Marshall, 17-0 in the fourth quarter. And Greg, that's going to do it for us here. Next week, the Atlanta Rabbits come to town. That's going to be a good game.
Yes, it is.
Be sure to tune in once again for Bulldog football on YouTube. And I am Bobby Lang-Bartels.
I'm Greg Ingraham.
And that's going to do it for us tonight. Thanks to Jay Patrick for making all this happen up here. And we will see you next week. Thank you and good night.